What's going on, everybody? Me and Cooper are back with another Xbox Alpha podcast. Everybody, welcome. I don't know what number I'm on with the podcast. I really don't count, but I just like doing the my Xbox Alpha podcast with my brother T Reaper, Hebot, and Tuckmaster. Tuckmaster will be in later. Here I want to try to do one on time, and he's out, but it doesn't matter. But he'll be in later. Hebot might be in later. He got some stuff he's doing today. Celebrating a birthday, so he might be in later. Today we really don't have like a lot of topics because there wasn't that much really gaming news really out there. Salute and what's up to Smitty Smith, the first one here. What's up, Smitty Smith? How are you, my brother? Thank you for coming. So today the podcast is going to be about me and T Reaper for right now. Just talking about different things that are going on in the gaming community. There's no set topic or anything like that. You're welcome to join in the chat if you have something you want me and T Reaper to talk about, if we know about it. You know what I mean? Always welcome, you know what I mean, to voice your opinions on here. And I want to introduce him right now. This is my brother, ODT Reaper. T Reaper, tell the people, brother, where they can find you.
Right now, you can find me both on my beautiful new Shadow Rig and my beautiful Xbox One X that is right behind me. And you can always find me somewhere on social media, whether it be Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. It don't matter. My Instagram and Twitter will be resurrected within the next 2 months. So
nice. We welcome you to come back, man. You know, on the Twitter scene. You know what I mean?
No, I mean, the ladies knocked me off of it for good measure, but I'll just make another one. That's fine.
Nice, man. Nice. Well, me and T Reaper, we're just going to talk about a few things. I'm just going to ask T Reaper. I really want to ask T Reaper because he's a huge Halo fan. So is 100. T Reaper has been playing the first season beta. And I want to ask his opinion on it and see what you guys think, what he thinks about it so far. I haven't downloaded it yet. Now I'm going to download it soon. But T man, so with you playing it for a while now, and what your level is a level 4, right?
Yeah, level 4.
So you're a big fan of Halo. I am. I think you're more of a fan than I am. I don't play it like you do, man, but I need to get back into Halo. But what do you think so far about the game, man?
I think 343 knows how to make achievements worthwhile, finally.
Oh, really?
Yeah, some of them were not very easy to make, so I actually like them. So. Oh,
nice. Now, what is the achievements? Like, are they...
right now they're all multiplayer based.
Yeah.
Well, around training your actual skill of the multiplayer itself. I like the one where it makes you actually grapple hook, hijack somebody out of the actual flying shit. So yeah, that's actually kind of cool. That shit took me over at least a couple matches to do. So I actually like that. So that was kind of fun.
Oh, really?
Yep.
So that's something new they implemented into the Halo Infinite multiplayer. I actually seen a little video of it. That's pretty cool. And you can also correct me if I'm wrong, you can grab weapons and different things like that too, right?
Yeah. I have not done that actually I've done that to myself for that one time for that achievement, but that's the only time in matches I've done that to myself.
Oh, really?
Yep. And that I believe the achievement is do it once. I don't believe you have to do it more than once.
Oh, okay. Cool,
yep.
Man. Well, I've seen a lot of people since the 20th anniversary, after it was announced and everything, and then probably the next day, a lot of people on my friends list were playing it. Probably over 10 that were on my friends list was playing the game. I'm like, wow, man, this is exciting because it's just we need to get and play another Halo game now. It's definitely well overdue. You know what I mean? Since Halo 5, I cannot wait to actually play the campaign because I like to see what goes forward with Halo Infinite, and we also got the Halo series that's actually going to be coming out soon. What do you think?
That's actually kind of interesting. I enjoyed that.
And that's going to be on, I think, Paramount Plus, right?
Yeah.
So that should be pretty good.
Whatever that is.
Yeah, me and 100, we were talking about that. So he's really looking forward, to it too. So that's another bonus. But I can't wait to actually play the campaign, brother. I heard that's going to be, pretty good, man. Pretty good. I think we're all going to be very happy with the next installment of the Halo series, which is Halo Infinite, man. I think we're gonna, be very happy about that, man.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask you something. Now I don't really consider this. We'll ask the other brothers that maybe come in later. Uh, now I don't really pay attention too much to Jeff Keighley or whatever. I really don't. His gaming awards.
This year, I did not pay attention too much to what he said.
Yeah, right. So I was watching the Xbox podcast with Major Nelson.
Oh, what did they say?
Huh?
What did they say? I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Well, he was talking and he was saying that he actually asked him or texted him or whatever and said, I guess he was messing around with him saying, why wasn't Forza Horizon 5 nominated as a game of the year? And he said that he's going to have him on the show, I guess, at a later date before the show actually happens. I guess just to kid around with him. But in your opinion, I know it's a racing game, but it's a game. So it doesn't matter. It's a game. So in my opinion, I think it should still be, in my opinion, nominated. Even if it doesn't win, it should be nominated for Game of the Year. What do you think?
I personally believe it matters over quality over quantity, but that's just me.
Yeah. So,
but it depends what you prefer as quality product is what really the issue might be. So to Sony, quality is something else. To Phil, it's entirely different section. So that was kind of the fun part about it.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I really don't know because I don't really follow the gaming awards because I tried to watch it before when it first came out, see if it would give a fair chance to some of Xbox's great games. And to me, they just always did a disservice, to the Xbox community and as a whole when it comes to gaming. You know what I mean? I always thought it was a biased gaming.
I'm sure it is if it's Jeff Keighley. But...
Oh, yeah. And I don't really honestly consider it a true gaming awards. I just don't, you know what I mean? Because you can see clearly the bias when it came to the gaming awards and who won Game of the Year all the time and, and different things like that. So, but it would have been nice to see it at least being nominated. And I just thought that was really, really sucks that they didn't, at least do that, like we're not saying, hey, yeah, we would like it to win if it was nominated for Game of the Year, but at least give it a nomination, and they wouldn't do it. You know what I mean? That's just not right,
Mm-hmm.
But oh well, that's Jeff Keighley, like you said. It's Jeff Keighley.
Yeah, that's Jeff Keighley for you. I would expect that from him, so that's fine. But as I said before, everybody has their own preference and their own opinion, so that would work too.
Oh yeah. But yeah, man. So tell me a little bit about real quick. Tell us about my brother T Reaper. He got a new rig, and he's been messing around with that. PC rig. So you're gonna be doing a. I know you game on the Xbox One X, but are you gonna be gaming on that also?
I'm gaming on this with that, which is kind of cool. But I'm only doing that situation when my friend wants to do that. So that's the other thing. So,
that's cool.
But the fun factor is that I've only had one type of platform in my house before. So when I can have both simultaneously, it kind of brings a new meaning to the word fast, but it also brings a new word to the meaning concept of freaking education. So that's fine, but that's okay. But at the same time, I was having fun with just console speed. So when I get my PC speed back, I'm actually kind of happier. So
Oh, nice, man.
It's a bonus. It's not a detriment. It's an actual bonus. So I actually enjoy it. But when I enjoy certain stuff, I can get a little bit more trollish than I actually was intentionally planned to be. So that's kind of that's the flip of the coin if you actually do it that way. So that's fine. But if you give me more speed in my house, I usually have more understanding as well.
Yeah.
So that's a good one. So
that's good.
Overall, it's a bonus from Daddy. So I actually kind of enjoy that. But at the same time, it could have been built by my brother, as my wonderful female friend said. So that was kind of the fun part. But I don't know whether it was my brother or my stepdad. So
yeah.
But at the same time, I'm grateful. So, and it works. It's sufficient.
Oh,
and the only thing I just don't know how to do is do wonderfully that actual control movement yet. At least not again yet. So I used to be able to do it when I was like fucking 11 years old. I can't do it now, but that was kind of the entire concept of consoles. But as I said before, I know what I'm doing. But that's fine because I can foresee this. The only thing I just don't do nowadays is eat, or I don't eat anything regularly, which is okay. But at the same time, I have other things for nourishment, which is kind of the other, like, silo plan, I guess is what you would call that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it does work. So if it works, it's a good plan. And that's the number one rule they taught you in fucking strategy class when I was fucking in science class.
Yeah.
Any plan that does eventually work is a good plan. But until it does work, it's not a plan at all. So what you really need to do is have a no-end scenario for the problem to be solved, and then you automatically have a solution, and then you automatically move up in the world. And that's just how life works. But if I honestly did that to people, I probably would be looked at more like an actual ancient troll than an actual millennial troll. So that was kind of the difference in the learning curve. That's okay. But it's only okay to adapt to it after the silent generation is gone and dead. So that would be kind of the entire concept, the entire goal of education at home. But as I said before, you don't kill your parents; you actually learn a lot more. So it's fine.
So what do you think about the? I came home the other night and I turned on my Xbox and I seen first thing I seen was it says welcome to cloud gaming. That's another topic we can talk about. The cloud gaming is now you can use that on your Xbox, which I found pretty cool, especially for people like myself that don't have the new SSD card to put in the back, because it's just too expensive right now, in my opinion, paying over $200 for that thing. I'm not saying it's not worth it. With the velocity architecture is really cool. But I just don't want to put that type of money down right now. But there's certain games on there you can actually play on a cloud without, using your memory. So now it's on console. So what do you think about that? I think that's pretty cool. It saves you your memory.
I always think that's kind of cool. That's called OneDrive. That's called, Cloud Gaming Initiative. That's called Play Anywhere. That's called, that's also called, the freedom of hands of gaming. The next thing to that would be the glasses.
Yeah. What's up, Craig Simmons, Gaming TV, man? Thank you for stopping by with me and T Reaper. Tuckmaster will be in a little later, and possibly Hebot, but me and T are just talking about, just some game stuff. You know what I mean? There's not really that much to really talk about. We talked about the 20th anniversary, which was still great. There's still people talking about the backwards compatibility, different things like that. Channel, what's up, brother? Happy weekend to you too, man. I really appreciate you stopping by and hanging out with me and T Reaper. But if there's anything anybody in the chat would like to bring up for us to talk about, we can. So I don't really have any topics, but you know what I mean? We're just talking about certain things like what do you guys actually in the chat? What do you guys think about the cloud gaming now being available on your Xbox console? I came home and turned on my Xbox. I was telling T Reaper, and boom, there it was saying that it's available now. If you're a Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, you get more too. So I think that's really great. It saves on you happen to use your memory up that's built into your Series S or X. You know what I mean? So I think that's really great. You know what I mean? I'm going to actually try it out on the TV. I haven't yet. I've been using it on my phone, but I need to try it on there. Craig Simmons TV says chilling, cleaning up, getting ready for family get together. But on that good news, my PS5 is working. Hey, that's a good thing, right?
Yeah, that's a positive, right? Yeah, okay, good.
That's a good thing, man. Your PlayStation 5 is working, man. Keep your fingers crossed there, Craig. Keep your fingers crossed, man. Because hey, I got to give him a shout out, because to put all that money down on a system and then have something happen to it already, and other people out there that invested in a PS5 is just kind of disappointing. And it just really is. You know what I mean? And Sony should be ashamed of themselves on that, man. And then Channel says here, anybody know if San Andreas is only on Game Pass for a couple of weeks or a while? I'm not too sure, Channel. I think it's on there for a while. I don't know if it's just on there for a couple weeks. I'm not sure about that. Usually games that go in Game Pass stay in there for a while. So I don't think you have
stay there for at least a couple months.
Yeah. So we don't think you have nothing to worry about there, man. So it'll be there. It'll be there through the holiday. You know what I mean? It's still fresh in the Game Pass. So I wouldn't worry about that right now. So, but enjoy it, man. I tried it out, San Andreas on there. You know what? You can tell that you could tell looking at it graphically, that it looks more improved than it was on the 360. You know what I mean? And they did a decent job. There's some glitches here and there in the game, but besides that, San Andreas it's a beautiful game on your Xbox Series S and X. So, it's a nice game. It's still a good game. I think they did a pretty good job on that, man. So you probably don't have nothing to worry about there, But yeah, guys, we're just not much gaming news today. You know what I mean? Just shooting the shit. I've been enjoying a lot of back compat games. I was telling T Reaper before we started. You know what I mean? I just beat 50 Cent's Blood on the Sand. I actually replayed it over again, because I own it physically. And I just beat it today before I put on the Alpha podcast. And I really enjoyed it, man. It was an awesome game. It's nonstop shooter. You know what I mean? It's really good. And they did a great job bringing it over and transforming it onto the next gen systems. They really did a good job. There was no pop-in or anything like that. So I just beat that. And I actually have a lot of back and pack games that I actually go through again. So, over 30. I don't have all of them. I have like 30. So that's pretty good, for us over here on the Xbox side, man, But yeah, what else is there? Let me see. There was something else I wanted to bring up too. Oh, well, I did get actually from Hebot. I got the 20th anniversary controller. I got that from Hebot a couple of days ago. It's great, plays nice, feels good in your hands. I'll actually in a little while, maybe I'll show you guys it and everything on the camera and everything, but it's nice. It's a really nice controller. They did a great job on it. Look, and then if you take off the back of the battery, when you put the battery in, you take off the cover, it has Phil Spencer's signature in it, in the back of it. And it says, I think it says when we play together or something, we all win. And it has his he signed it, that's cool. That's cool. They always come with little things like that. You know what I mean? So that's pretty cool. Cool. Shots off to Phil Spencer, man. So, that's cool. But it's really nice controller and it's affordable. You know what I mean? If you guys want that Halo one, man, that Elite, that thing's expensive, but it's a really, really, really nice controller. I think it's like 200 something.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a really nice controller, though. You know what I mean? If you can get it, you go to the store on Microsoft, it's always out of stock. You know what I mean? So we shall see. You know. And then we got Halo coming up December 8th. Can't wait to try that out. That's gonna be so huge, man. So that's our next big game. I don't know what's coming in Game Pass. I think there's a few. Like Stalker. I think Stalker's next year. So we'll have to check that out. Now that looks really good. From what we've seen, that Stalker, that looks like that's going to be a really good game. And I can't wait to actually try that game out, man. You know, that looks really good. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right, Channel. 50 Cents. 50 Cents was a great game from what you remember. I agree. It's good. You know, they also had one they made too. There's an original one called Bulletproof, and it's on the OG Xbox. That one's pretty good too. They didn't make that back compat, but that was his first video game, and it's not bad, you know, but Blood on the Sand definitely ups the ante when it came to, you know, him bringing out another video game. So, you know, which is pretty cool. So, but yeah. What do you? Oh yeah, and then I'm hearing out here in the gaming streets that Crap Gamer did a 12-minute apology. He did a 12-minute apology, guys. Now, if you guys want to, I guess you can go check that out if it interests you. But he apologized. You know, I was hearing from my brother T Reaper. You know,
I didn't think he would either.
He's out there apologizing. You know, hey T, fill me in a little bit more, man. What exactly was he apologizing to Phil Spencer?
He was technically directing his apology to the entire community. But my point would be is that he pointed out when he first did the issue that he would never apologize for it. So I like. Okay. I squashed, but I already knew that, so that's Freddy for you for that Nintendo-ish reason. But that's okay. But that's, you know,
yeah,
he crumbles, I guess is what you want to say, on a Willy Wonka factory. But that's okay.
So he apologized to the community, huh? He probably seen that subscription base. Maybe because, you know, people are starting to see through the fuckery out here now. That subscription base might be going down, you know, very slow. So he's getting afraid, and he's like, "Well, maybe I should go out here and make an apology." You know what I mean? That brings me to another guy that there's a guy in the community, guys, named King Trash. I call him King Trash. You know what I mean? Because this guy is really, really making an idiot of himself out here. You know. Gaming Guru did a great video on him exposing him so bad that it's really comical about Forza Horizon 5, and he's even talking about Halo Infinite too. You know what I mean? And he got caught saying, he said, "Yeah, I got a Xbox One X. Oh no, I mean I have a Series X." So I think there's some line in that too. You know what I mean? I think the guy really has a One X, but says he's trying to say that he has an Xbox Series X and he could see certain things in it popping in the Forza Horizon game. He's just really making himself in the gaming community just look really stupid. And there's a lot of YouTubers that are laughing at him right now and just making in front of him. Some people are calling him, I think, King Princess or something like that. I don't know.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, man. There's someone out there saying...
I hope that doesn't piss off Nancy. If that pisses off Nancy, I don't
Hey, T, she got some competition now. So, you know.
Well, that's a good thing. That's why she shouldn't be pissed off about it. So.
But this dude is an embarrassment. Because if you guys go and watch Gaming Guru's video on it, it's very embarrassing, man. Like, this dude doesn't know what he's talking about. You know what I mean? He's just, it's laughable. If you want a good laugh, go check out.
I've met those fanboys before. They're noticeable.
Oh, really? Have you ever met him?
No, I've met those types of fanboys is what I said.
Yeah.
But they're all the same. They just only look in their little enclosed space and not anything outside of it. So that's fine, but you know, don't be surprised when there's shit outside of it.
Oh, yeah. No, channel. I did not get the Halo scoop. What do you soap? What did it say? Soap.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. No. I did not. Is there a Halo soap? I didn't know that. A Halo soap. I don't I don't get the where can you go to your local store and what is it? A showers gel or what is it? Like a bar of soap or something? Is that what he's talking about?
Yeah, that's what he's talking about. The Halo actual brand soap.
No, I didn't. Did you get it, T?
No, but
I don't know, man. No, I did not get that, man. No, I did not get that, man.
Well, I'm happy I didn't get Netflix's actual branded soap then. That's a good thing.
Yeah, that's what I mean, Craig. He said that. He says volcanoing is a racist word. That's what he was out there saying. He's saying it's racist.
What, bro?
You know what I mean? This dude is so stupid, man.
That's why it's funny.
I mean, he made himself look really dumb. I mean, he's saying that that's a race. Man, come on, man. Dude, stop already. You know what I mean? All right, we got DJX Tuckmaster here. I guess he's going home. What's up, buddy?
What's up, fellas?
What's up, man? You on your way home?
Yeah, I'm on my way home, but I can talk to you while I'm driving.
All right, don't wreck.
Don't worry. There's one
So
good
what's up?
thing.
What's up with you, man?
Not a damn thing, man. Just take it easy, man. That's about all.
Channel says Dr. Sasquatch put out some Halo soap. So what
y'all talking about?
Oh man. Oh, just a couple things, man. So what do you think about? I want to ask you this too, Tuck. What do you think about the Forza Horizon 5? There's people out there saying that the Jeff Keighley Awards, the biased Jeff Keighley Awards, they wanted it to be put up for nomination for Game of the Year, but from what I'm hearing, it's not going to be a nomination on his gaming awards. So what do you think about that?
What's that punk's name again?
Jeff the Bias Keighley.
Fuck him. Shit. Just straight up, just a fuck him.
Yeah.
How the hell are you going? I mean, and that's one thing I don't get about how some of these damn award shows are. Now, how the hell can you turn around and nominate that damn lousy ass game that's on the PlayStation last year? What's the name of that ugly ass game, adventure ass game?
I forgot the name of that. Was it? You said it was an adventure game?
I mean, that damn boring ass adventure game that his picture was on it and all that shit.
Oh, I forgot the name of that game. Was it that really freaky game? Is it Death Stranding or something like that?
Yeah, Death Stranding. Yeah,
Death Stranding or some shit? Yeah.
Yeah, Death Stranding. Okay, now wait a second. Now, how the hell can you nominate? I mean, I can understand if it was too late. Okay, yeah, I can understand that. But it came out around the same damn time that Death Stranding came out, and they nominate that. Okay. Now, my case is like this: how the hell can you not not nominate the best damn game out there? I don't give a care if it was a racing game or what. I don't give a damn. It's the best game out there this year by far. And for people to not turn around and nominate that game, everybody says, "Where's the card game?" Who gives a damn? Hell, I mean, who gives a damn? I mean, hell, I mean, I'm just saying, it don't make no damn sense, y'all. It really don't make no damn sense. So, Jeff Keighley, whatever his name is, he's doing it for PR reasons, and that's it. He's doing it for all the wrong reasons.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I heard. So, I don't know why it can't be nominated. It's still a video game. Okay, it's a racing game, but it doesn't matter. It's still part of video games. You know what I mean?
I mean, did he give his reason?
Well, no, I was watching the show with the Xbox show with Major Nelson, and Major Nelson actually mentioned it on the show how he got a texted him and said, "Hey, why isn't Halo? Not Halo. Why isn't Forza Horizon 5 nominated for Game of the Year?" Now I don't know if he was messing around with him, but I think they really, if he didn't really think anything about it, that's Last of Us. Yeah, that's right, Channel. Then he wouldn't have said that. So I mean, so it should be. If Major Nelson says something about it, in my opinion, be honest with you, it should be. It should be nominated for Game of the Year. Not saying it's going to win, but it should be nominated.
Right, at least nominated.
Yeah. And they don't even want to do that. You know what I mean?
But I don't show you, boy. Xbox, boy, they go show you, but Microsoft don't get no love.
Yeah, man.
I mean, they don't get no love. I know that they got other games in there like the game that the studio just bought. What's the name? Deathloop. They got Deathloop in there.
Yeah.
But that's to me is blah blah blah. They just did that for the hell of it, and then. You got whatchamacallit in there. You got Ratchet and Clank, which
that
game didn't sell worth shit. 1.1 million. And Ratchet and Clank can just do so damn much. And I know they got Psychonauts in there.
Yeah.
Which I like that. That Psychonauts is good in there, that it's in there. But for them to not to put the best damn race car game and the best damn graphical game in there, that's just a crying shame.
Well, it's just like Channel said, shots out the Channel. He said he got a 10 out of 10 on IGN for Forza, cannot be ignored, and he's right. You know what I mean? Yeah, he's right. So why not? Why not put it up for nomination? You know what I mean? Maybe he's afraid if it was, it's going to win because it's a Microsoft game. You know what I mean? So, that's the only thing I can think, But I got something, let me see. I got something I want to show you guys, man. So check it out. This is the new 20th anniversary.
Ooh, dope.
That's it right there. I just got mine from Hebot. You know what I mean? It's pretty nice. I've been playing with it. And this is actually here it is right here. It's really cool. I have my little chat pad on there. It has the little green Xbox emblem, and then on the back of it, it has the little green grips. Just to kind of make you remember like the colors of the the OG Xbox. But it feels really good in your hands, guys. It's a great controller. This is actually out of stock right now on the Microsoft Store. It's really hard to get right now on the store. And if you open up the back of it, right, I was telling T Reaper earlier, it actually has a sign from Phil Spencer, and it says when everybody plays, we win. So if you could see that, you could see his signature and then the little logo there. So this is actually pretty cool.
Second man, you can get it on the store now.
I just looked this morning and it said it was out of stock.
Oh, well, it must have went out of stock because I looked at it last night and it was in stock.
Yeah, that's what a few days before I got it from Hebot, it was in stock, right? But the next day I went to check again and it was out of stock. So I think they'll be in stock sometimes and right back out of stock, man. I don't know how many they're making, but I'll check again when I go down and look on my Xbox. But the last time I seen it, it was out of stock, man. You know what I mean?
I tell you right now, my son, he's gonna have a good old Christmas present this year.
Oh, what are you getting him?
I'm thinking about getting him an Xbox, the $299 one.
Oh, the Series S?
Yep. You can find them anywhere.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you could find those. You can find those. You can find them right now. I think Best Buy actually has them in stock right now.
Best Buy, Target, you name it, Walmart, they got them in stock.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna wait and see. Hopefully, our brother T Reaper will get a Series X. I mean, I still think he has a chance to get a Series X, man, because I think they're gonna try to. I think they're gonna really try hard to get some more out there for before the holiday, man. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of people wanting a Series X. Huh?
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. By the way, how you doing, Team Reaper?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I was just being rude. I gotta say hi to you too. So I'm sorry.
I'm feeling great. So
hey, let T Reaper know, man. You know, Tuck, if you hear anything or see anything, let him know too. Like about this, if you hear anything about the Series X being around, you know what I mean? You know, like you did me. Just let him know.
I tell you what, Team Reaper, this is what I do. If I can find one at Best Buy, I will buy it, and then you just pay me back the money.
How's that sound, T?
Sounds like it's going to have a delayed reaction to it.
No, it's not no delay action. It just hey, you know, it's just being for real.
Channel said Walmart restock on Monday. So Walmart would have it restocked on Monday. Yeah, you bet. That's the only thing, though, is that's tricky. Once they restock, man, you got to like be there and on it because it goes right out again. You know what I mean? Right out of stock. Because I've tried that before and I had no luck. I've never had any luck. I've tried that before and never had no luck, man. JCon97, what's up, brother? Thank you for coming and joining us in the chat, brother. Thanks for joining us, man. But yeah, hey, Tuck, is there anything that you want to talk about today, brother? Anything you want to get off your chest or talk about, man? Because there's not really that much topics today, but I wanted to try to do the alpha early instead of late because I know there's other podcasts, and I kind of want to be respectful to them. So, you know, I'm going to try to do this on time from now on, or at least 2:30. Expect us to be on Saturdays. But is there anything you want to talk about, Tuck?
Well, you know what? You know one thing. This one thing I don't get about people. Okay, this one thing, and I got on my friend's ass about that the other daggone day. You know, he gonna go by Saltiest Gamers comments and all that stuff, talking about, you know, how many PlayStation 5s are out there, how many Xboxes out there. Now, first they're gonna talk about 21 million. Then he's gonna talk about 13. Now, just what this past week they say 12 for the PS5, and then they're gonna say like 6 million for the Xbox. Yeah. I'm like, y'all, I don't go. I mean, I told him, I said, dude, I do not go by them people. I said, please just stop. I mean, Salty's gamer, he does not know nothing. He don't know nothing.
Yeah.
He just there like everybody else. You know, and then he gonna tell us, well, he speculates. I said, hear what he said. He speculates.
Yeah.
You speculate, that means that you might be right and you might not be right at all.
Yeah, you know what, Tuck, you're right. And maybe T can give his opinion about this too. Why do they want to, what I want to know, honestly, guys, your opinion, even in the chat, we'll get to Channel and JCon's question here in a minute too. Why do they want to know so bad about the numbers? I mean, why do they really need to know about the numbers? To me, you don't need to know about the numbers. As long as you're getting your games and what you guys asked for, which is games, which is power, you're getting that. So why do you need to know how many consoles are sold? I mean, why do you really need to know that? What do you think, T?
I think it's all about the concept of what's funner, knowing the numbers or actually understanding the numbers.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Everybody's got that in third grade, are we not? So my most funnest and what is funnest is probably the $1 million question. So.
Right. Let me just tell you guys honestly what I think. I think some of these people out here that want to know the numbers, let's say Microsoft came out tomorrow and said, okay, since everybody wants to know numbers and we've been giving them everything else, they want to know the numbers of how many consoles we sold. If Phil Spencer came out and said what Salty said, let's say he said what Salty said, we only have 6 million consoles out there. They're going to run with that. They're going to make memes about it. They're going to make in front of Xbox, and they're going to try to bring Xbox down. That's the only reason why I can see why some of these guys out here want to know how many consoles they sold, because they want to make in front of Xbox and keep that 2013 shit going on. Because that's what I think.
It's not the 2013 playbook he's using anymore. It's something of this generation, 2021, and that's
right
ahead of your own comprehension. So my annoyance would be is that if I already know that, so does Phil, and then it's quite easy just to play apart until it actually matches what it wants to have designed. But my point would be is that some kids that don't graduate school don't know that yet. So you can't do that if you can't teach a child how to walk down the street to the library, and that would be kind of my other design point. Or you can't do that if you can't teach the child how to walk to the police office. So my annoyance would be is that common sense overlies stupidity left and right. You just have to know how to recognize it. That's fine. But that's all Sony's gig, and I don't really need to hear that from gamers that only want one direction of gaming. I want that from everyone that has a direction of gaming. So that would be kind of the entire aphrodisiac effect that has on people. So that's fine. But that's fandom for you, and that's a good thing. It's a positive and not a negative. So that's a walks of different types of life shows how to make different customers of everybody, not just one person.
Like, it really don't. As a gamer, as a console gamer, to be honest with you, I never asked back in the day. Okay, Super Nintendo, people kind of like the Super Nintendo better than Genesis. I didn't use that analogy. Well, I wonder how many Genesises are out there. I wonder if that's why, because there's not that many Sega. I never thought about nothing like that. The only thing I ever thought about as a gamer back then was enjoying the games that Sega was bringing out, because that was my console of choice.
Yeah.
And that was it. Never how many consoles they sold or anything like that. It just seems like with these newer generations of gamers and the gaming news that's out here, it just seems like they
want to invest what is popular, and you don't know what is popular until you know what it is sold. So that's the entire design point of the mathematics behind the teaching of it. But my point would be is that those kids don't learn that until high school, so that's kind of the issue. And then your lower consumer base are all preschoolers and all elementary schoolers and middle schoolers that like those games, and that's kind of the entire design point.
Yeah, and to get on to our brother Jaycon79's question, then I'll ask Tuck after I say. He says, "What do you guys think about the back compat program ending?" So I talked about T Reaper about this earlier. I'm hearing out there. Actually, I heard this from Hebot. I have to give Hebot credit for this information. That they did end the backwards compatibility program right now, and Microsoft is. I think he said they're trying to fight that, so they can get back to making more back compat game. A lot of these companies out here, I think, don't want to make their games back compat because, in my opinion. And also my theory is that they want to keep making these remake games. If they were to bring these games back and remake them over again so they can charge you. If you already own the game, you can, like Microsoft does, makes it 4K, 60 frames per second, or whatever. Make it nice and fresh again. So I think that's what they're doing. They don't want Microsoft to do that because they want a cash grab. So that's what I think it is. They want you to buy the game again, and I will not do that. The only time I'll do that is if that game is $10. That remake comes out. hey, T.
If it's cheap, it's sold.
You know that Mass Effect collection, T. When that's $10, T, I'll pick it up because I already have all the games and I beat them already.
The only game I have still to do that was GTA 5. That's the only game I bought twice.
GTA 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I bought the exact example of the 4K enhancement, so that was kind of the entire design.
Hey, you know what, fellas? The only number that I really care about is this. Okay? Is this. And this one thing that Sony don't have. We got Halo. Halo, $1 billion franchise. Okay, we got Forza Motorsports, $1 billion franchise.
Agree, channel. Yeah.
Okay, we got Horizon 5, $1 billion franchise. And then we got
What's up,
Gears. We got four games that's $4 billion franchises. So what I mean, what does Sony got? They might be $1 million, but it's not $1 billion.
Yeah.
So Sony fans will take that and shove it up your ass.
Well, what did Sony come out and say, guys? Did they say they had 13 million consoles out there?
Well, the way that Sony Gamer came back, he came back and recalculated and said that they got 12.
12 million?
But I'm just saying which one's which. That's why I'm just saying I don't go by those numbers.
That's true.
They could keep saying that, but I'm going to be honest with you. I think a lot of scalpers have some of those systems too.
Oh, hell yeah.
Because nobody's going to pay $1,500 for a PlayStation 5. Nobody has that type of money. There's people out there that honestly, there's some people out there that, yes, they can afford it, but they're not going to spend $1,500 on a PlayStation 5. Nobody's going to spend $1,500 on a Series X. It is what it is. They're not. I mean, they might spend, let's say, maybe, okay, if they can't get one, and the scalper has one for like, I don't know, $700.
Yeah,
maybe,
he might do that.
Maybe,
yeah.
But nobody's going to spend $1,500, dude, on those systems, dude. They're not going to do it. They're just not going to do it. You know what I mean? So I think a lot of those systems scalpers are sitting on those consoles too, but they're not going to.
Yeah, they are.
They're not going to tell you that. They're not going to tell. Yeah, we have 12 million consoles out there. Yeah, yeah. Scalpers are sitting on them. Scalpers are sitting on some of those consoles. I guarantee you, they're sitting on those.
Hey, ain't no doubt about it because every time when they get one online, they popping it.
Yeah.
They scam. They know how to get them with these bots.
Yeah.
So if they get them with the bots, that's what's going to happen. I mean, it's so sad that it's it's that way. But yeah, no, I don't believe that. I still don't believe there's no 13 million.
Unlimited. If you want to come in, let me know, man. I'll send you a link, brother. If you have time and you want to come in, let me know, brother. I agree with you, Tuck. I agree with you. I really agree with you. I understand what T Reaper is also saying too. You know what I mean about that. But you got people like what's that guy's name that does his show? I don't really like him. I think his name is I can't remember the guy. He always does stuff about Microsoft and Xbox. I can't remember the guy's name though. I think he was on Dealer's show a couple times. I can't remember him. I don't watch Dealer.
Is that what you want to say?
Who?
Saltiest Gaming?
No, this guy's a big like computer dude. What's his name? He got his own channel. I can't remember the guy's name. He's a real nerdy looking dude. I think he works for Microsoft. I can't remember his name. Hold on. And I'll tell you what his name is. Somebody out in the chat might even know who I'm talking about. I just can't remember his name. It's hard to watch his videos because to me, I believe he's just becoming like super clickbait. You know what I mean? He says he doesn't like the he said he didn't like he's enjoying the Halo, but he doesn't like the oddball in the Halo or something like that. I can't remember the dude's name right now. I think it is what's his name? Damn. Brad Sams. Brad Sams.
Brad. That sounds familiar, but I can't place a name.
Brad Sams. Huh?
Oh, what?
Oh, isn't that the Windows dude?
Yeah, Brad Sams.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
he's another one. You know what I mean? He's another one. I'm not too sure about him sometime. He's another one too. He's one of the ones that say, "Oh, well, we don't know. We need to really know the numbers. It would be nice to know the numbers of how many consoles that Microsoft has out there. We would really like to know the numbers." He's another one that says that all the time, because he'll say Game Pass is doing very well. Game Pass may be over these many players on it. they don't come out and say, well, it would really be nice if to know the how many consoles are out there and all this other shit. And I'm like, dude, man, shut up. Every time you do a video, you have to ask for the numbers. It doesn't matter. In my opinion, it don't matter. You're playing the games. Just play the games. I mean, the numbers is not helping you with anything. It really isn't. You know what I mean? I mean, it's not like I said before in old videos. Consoles don't make money. Software does. It's all about software. It's not about the console. You know what I mean? If you buy that software or you play that software, it's like Game Pass, and you buy the games, that's where the money is. It's not the fucking console, man. It just isn't. You know what I mean? And they don't understand it, but they want to keep going with that narrative about how many PlayStation consoles are out there, how many Switch consoles or Xboxes, and then they want to compare it by how many consoles is out there. It's software. That's what it's all about. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, I keep trying to tell my buddy that. I said, dude, last time I checked, I told Mike, I said, last time I checked, I think the Horizon 05 is average like close to 10,000 players almost a day.
Yeah.
I mean, what is anything with the PlayStation have doing that? Are you gonna say, well, they playing Call of Duty? I'm like,
that's all they got to play. That's all they got to play right now. That's all they got.
Shit.
That's all they got.
Yeah,
Call of Duty.
Like you said, that's all they got.
That's all they got.
And I tell you right now, and I know one damn thing, they better I know one thing, Battlefield, they better get their shit straightened up too. So that damn game,
I didn't really hear much about it, guys. I seen something. What's going on with Battlefield?
It's just not that.
It's an utter disappointment, I guess.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are they not liking? What is it that they're not liking? Did they say? I didn't catch it.
The game.
Just the fact that it plays like trash.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's EA for you though, so I kind of I was guessing that.
Anybody in the chat that has played Battlefield, can you give us your opinion about it? If you played it, do you think it plays like trash? That's what the brothers on the panel were saying, T and Tuck. I mean, I didn't hear anything about it. I work so much, I don't get a chance to really, look and what the current events in gaming, man. I kind of rely on my brothers to tell me some of it. You know what I mean? But I didn't know it was having that. I didn't know it was having a hard time like that.
Well,
but I want to get to real quick, Tuck. JCon 79. Thank you for the comment. He says sales are not important to a consumer, just the product these companies make, and that's true. That's the product.
What I just said.
Yeah, right. It's true. It's true. But they want to make that a narrative. They want to, they want to make that a narrative. Make that a narrative about how many consoles that are out there. You know what I mean? You remember back in the day when
but in games, to me, it's all about the fun factor. It's not necessarily about the visuals or the speed itself. It's just how fun that motion might be to your brain. So the point would be is that as long as it's fun, it's good for the gamer.
Great point, Channel. Yeah.
If you try to make it a narrative only focused concept, people won't take to it. That's kind of common sense, right? But that's okay.
Hey, Channel says. He says, I want Ghost of Tsushima and God of War. They can keep the rest. Well, you know what, Channel? I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of these people that claim that they're diehard Sony fans, that's probably all they play on there and that they want. You know what I mean? Besides NBA 2K, you know what I mean? A lot of them like the sports games on there. You know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with wanting Ghost of Tsushima. And I will say Ghost of Tsushima, I heard on PlayStation, is a good game. And nobody's saying that God of War is not a good game. If that's what, people like, that's cool. I never personally got into God of War, but I'm not going to down it and say it plays like garbage. It's trash. It's stupid, because it is a good game for the system. It is a good, you could say that that's a flagship game for the PlayStation is God of War.
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
I finished it in 14-hour stream, but that's okay.
Well, my thing with
motion.
Well, my thing with Battlefield is this: how in the hell can you make that game look like that? How in the hell can you make that game look like that, EA? And it's only multiplayer. The damn game ain't nothing but a multiplayer.
Because it's powered by the actual software.
But I'm just saying, Team Reaper, if I'm going to spend $69 for a damn game, it better have single player. It better have some kind of damn single player experience on it. And I mean, this is what I always have preached. If for me to buy a single player game for $69, that's crazy. That ain't gonna never happen. I buy a single player game for like $49, maybe $45, but hell, if it only got one and not both, no, I ain't gonna do it.
Yeah, it needs to have both. Like Halo Infinite. Right now, you can play the multiplayer, and then you can buy the single player, and you can play. And the thing about it is, you can play the fucking multiplayer for free.
Right.
You know what I mean? So yeah, it's a win-win. It's a day one buy for me. Halo Infinite. You know what I mean? When it comes out, I'm getting it. I'm getting it day one. So I mean, I have to have both. I'm not gonna put $69 or down on just a multiplayer game. That's just me. That's my opinion.
Or a single player game.
All right, Unlimited, I will. Yeah, or a single player game. But for them to come out and say that, I understand where you're coming from, Tuck. You know what I mean?
I mean, I'm just a true believer of that. I mean, hell, you gonna spend $69 on a damn game like that and it don't have neither one of the. I mean, don't have one or the other.
Yeah.
To me, that's wasting your money.
I wouldn't do it.
That's one good thing about having the Game Pass.
Oh yeah.
So,
like you said, have you ever bought? You never bought a multiplayer game for $60, have you, Todd?
No. Nope. Like I said, if it don't have both,
Colin.
If it don't, let me see, what single player game have I bought? Not many. But most of the games that I have bought, did have both elements in it.
Right.
Damn, I can't remember one. I can't remember one that I have not bought with both elements in it.
No, I'll be honest with you. Microsoft usually when we get our games, even all the Halos, all the Gears, all that stuff like that, everything was included.
Yeah.
Because correct me if I'm wrong, and T might know, didn't Call of Duty do that too? Didn't they have one where it was just a isn't there one right now that's just a multiplayer?
Isn't that the Battle Royale version?
The Battle Royale, and I thought they did a regular Call of Duty game, and they brought the
Warzone version rather.
Yeah, I thought they brought the campaign out later or something like that, but they started out with just a multiplayer. I think so. Don't quote me, but I think Call of Duty did that one time. If I'm correct, I might not be correct on that.
Well, Call of Duty kind of made its name through its multiplayer, so that's kind of
yeah,
that would be understandable.
Now, I can see somebody, to be honest with you, not trying to be biased against Battlefield. I personally liked the Battlefield games more than the Call of Duties. I played the Call of Duties for the campaign. I beat all the campaigns. I tried the multiplayer, and I couldn't get into it. I liked their campaigns. Now, I liked the Battlefield's campaign better. I thought it was more realistic, more in-depth in the game. So I would like to have gotten that Battlefield with a campaign. Then I would probably purchase it. But no, I'm not going to go out and buy it just for the multiplayer. I'm just not going to do it.
And then the way they do in the multiplayer, they just give you just crap.
What's that?
They just give you crap. Compared to the other Battlefield with the destroying of the building,
Black Ops 4.
like with destroying of the building and everything and all that stuff. To me, come on now. I mean, you already made a plateau of destroying the building, but on this one right here, you can't even do that. I don't think you can even do it. I mean, I don't see no buildings being destroyed.
Yeah. JCon97 said, I've been playing Battlefield 2042 with the 10-hour free trial on my Xbox, my Series X. And it says, and any only complaint is the maps are too big. I've ran into a few bugs, but nothing game-breaking. Thanks, man, for that information, brother. I appreciate it. Well, I heard about that too. I heard about people complaining about the maps being too big. You're right, JCon79. I heard about that too, about the maps being really, really big. You know what I mean? So, yeah, we'll have to see what happens with it. Maybe they might consider a campaign. It might be too late in the game for that. You know what I mean? But he's having fun with it. That's all that counts. You know what I mean? Some people will like he said, he has a 10-hour free trial. Now it's up to JCon79 if he wants to buy it, but at least he's trying the game out. And that's what it's all about, trying it out. You know what I mean? Trying it out.
That's how I'm trying it out right now.
Huh?
I got the 10-hour free trial too.
Oh, you have it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But as I said, without a single player, I'm not buying it.
But at least if you want to, they do give you an option to try it out.
Right.
But like what channel say? Channel said never single player, only zombies. Yeah. Black Ops 3 or 4 I thought was just multiplayer. Is that true? Was it Black Ops 3 or 4? That might have been one of the ones that were just multiplayer. I can't remember, but I remember them doing it, and there were people that were pissed about it, from what I remember.
Yeah.
And then Channel says it's Black Ops 4, so it probably was 4. Yeah, and people were like, "Oh, where's the campaign?" Because think about it, every Call of Duty you ever played, right, since day one, had a campaign. So people are used to campaign with multiplayer, not taking a campaign out. So I can see people having a different opinion about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and they should.
Hey Tuck, are you going to try the free trial or no?
You mean on the Battlefield?
Yeah,
I'm trying it right now.
Oh, okay. Did your son might like it too? Does he like Battlefield?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. Now he don't like. He like type of games that that you and him was playing the other doggone day.
Back for Blood.
Right.
Yeah. Some people are different. Like I'm more of like on the side of T Reaper. He likes sci-fi. It's like Halo is a sci-fi-ish like shooter. I like sci-fi shooters. I don't really like army. I'll play them, and I'll play them, and if they're at a good price, I'll buy them and beat them like the Call of Duties. But I'm more of a sci-fi shooter, like Halo, Gears, Mass Effect. Different games like that. I'm not really into like diehard into like Call of Duty. My cousin is. He's very, very diehard. That's all he fucking plays is Call of Duty. Every single time. I've never seen him, guys, play another game. Never. It's always Call of Duty. He's just diehard on Call of Duty. I'm just, that's what he plays. But I'm more like sci-fi shooter. Like I like sci-fi like, shooters, man. I've always been that way. You know what I mean? But that's not to downplay what Call of Duty has done in the past. There was great Call of Duty games, in the past, like Black Ops, the first Black Ops. Now, a lot of people liked the first Call of Duty Black Ops. That was a great game. Was it Modern Warfare? I think a lot of people liked. You know what I mean? Different thing, different games like that. So
right. Now let me ask you this. Now, what do you think about that game called Elder Rings?
Elder Rings?
Yeah.
That looks promising. I don't know what I personally think about it yet.
Is that supposed to be what's up, Unlimited? Our brother Unlimited has joined us. What's up, brother?
Oh, not much. Fellas.
What's going on? How's your weekend, man?
So far my weekend is good, man. Nice and relaxing, just as I
Oh,
needed.
nice. Nice, man. Hey, Unlimited, I seen you in the comment section talking about the PS5 and like the them talking about wanting to know the numbers of the systems. What is your take on it, Unlimited? What do you think about that whole thing about these podcasts, people out here in the gaming community and out here wanting to know like the numbers of how many consoles are sold? What do you think?
I mean, well, let me say this, man. There's a lot of smoke and mirrors on Sony's side about the numbers because 1 minute I heard 21 million, then the next I heard 13.5, then next I heard that it sold 2 times as much as the Series X. I mean, just a lot of nothing, just a lot of nothing out there. But there was a report not too long ago stating that 25% of all PlayStation 5 sold have never been turned on. So that tells you right there that at least whatever the number is, I don't care if it's 10 million or 13 million or 20 million.
Yeah.
A quarter of them are at minimum. A quarter of them are in scalpers' hands and never been turned on.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So that means absolutely nothing to me. And Sony might Sony's a corporation. Of course, they're going to report the numbers as sold, and of course they're going to say some. And not only that, people also often get the mix between sold consoles and shipped consoles mixed up as well, which even I do that as well too, because on the surface they sound interchangeable, but shipping consoles and selling them from the actual retailers are two different things. So yeah, my take is that right now don't believe the numbers with Sony. Remember, this is the same Sony that last generation sold a five. They had this special PlayStation 4 that celebrated 500 million consoles sold.
Yeah.
At the time, they didn't even have 4 million total between all four. From Xbox, from PlayStation 1 to PlayStation 4. So when it comes to the numbers, man, I rarely take Sony at face value. But I do pay attention to little trends. Like we know the scalpers market is through the roof right now. So when I read that 25% of PS5 have never been turned on, yeah, I believe that because the numbers are matching up with other trends. When I hear 1 minute 21 million and 13 million, that's where I don't believe it because something just isn't adding up. Not when we dealing with a global chip shortage. We're dealing with
that's another thing.
Yeah, these consoles are hard to find. The exclusives, PlayStation exclusives, aren't selling. As there's a report this week stating that between the top 10 most played PlayStation games, not only 2 were exclusive, they were at the very bottom of the list. So that tells me that people are playing, they're multi-plats. And then not only that, it wasn't Ratchet and Clank, it wasn't Return on there. It was freaking Spider-Man and Demon Souls, the 2 released, the 2 games that came out the day one.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. So that's my take on it, man. Just nothing adds up in terms of the numbers, but I do follow the trends. So I do think that there are a lot of PS5s out there right now that's never been turned on that are in scalpers' hands.
Yeah, I'm with you on that 100%.
Yeah.
Well done, man. Well done. I believe Unlimited. I mean, that's what I'm saying. That definitely makes sense, man. And one more question, guys. I want to ask my brother Unlimited. Unlimited. Jeff Keighley. I don't really watch his awards, man. I don't watch it because it's very biased. We all know that. But what do you think about Forza Horizon 5 not even being nominated for Game of the Year? Now, let's just be realistic. I know they have categories and stuff like that, but it is a game. It is a video game. What do you think about that? Not being at least one of the nominations for Game of the Year, even though it's a racing game. So, I mean, what do you think about that? Should it be nominated for Game of the Year? I do. So, what do you think?
Yeah. This is something that at my core, when I first saw the announcements, I was like, okay, this doesn't make sense. Why isn't Forza 5 on the list? Now overall, it's not the biggest deal to me because, like you, I don't watch the awards. Remember 2 years ago they didn't have Gears 5 as a Game of the Year candidate.
Right.
And that game came out in October of 2019, and that was my 2019 Game of the Year. That game
Me too.
Right. So this is something that we've already seen before, but it's kind of weird because this exposes a lot in the sense that what's something that we've been saying, what's something that's been thrown in our faces as Xbox fans, right? Awards and review scores. And now in 2021, these Xbox games have reviewed very well, which isn't something that I take seriously, but people do, unfortunately. And you think the highest rated game of the year would qualify for Game of the Year, but apparently not. And then Jeff Keighley is getting caught with lies and stuff that don't make sense. Like, for example, he said that the cutoff date was November 4th, but Forza Horizon is nominated for Best Racing and Sports Game of the Year. You see how stuff like that don't add up?
Yeah.
So this tells me that, however the Game Awards work, they just didn't play the freaking game. That's really it, and that's why it's not nominated. That'll be my take, at least, because if you played the game, you'd know it's amazing.
But see, this is what puzzles me. Unlimited. This is what puzzles me. When did Death Stranding come out last year?
Death Stranding. That came out. That was resold on the PS5 this year. I don't remember when it first came out. I think 2019.
No, but it came out. Did it come out? It came out in November, right?
Oh, I don't remember. My gut says September, if I'm to be honest with you.
Now, Death Stranded?
Yeah, I don't think it came out in November.
It came out in November. It came out during the fall. It came out. Look that up. Somebody look that up for me if you don't mind.
We got Hebot in the house.
If I'm not mistaken, I think that game came out in November.
You're right, Tuck. It did come out November 8th, 2019.
Okay, so in other words, his ass got caught in a damn lie.
Oh, hey, Tuck, but you just brought up something that I want to say. Jeff Keighley was in that Death Stranding.
What's up, Quit Money? How are you?
Yeah, he was.
Which is a little weird to nominate a Game of the Year for a game that you're actually in. That stuff like that sounds like rigged to me, doesn't it? But that'd be like a politician voting for himself in an election.
Right. And when did he say the deadline was?
He said it was November 4th, but even that doesn't add up.
Okay, so other words, Death Stranding came out November 8th.
Yeah.
So what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah,
I think he was just making that up because people been, especially Xbox fans, been getting on him about it, about the lack of nomination.
And they need to.
Very
they
nice.
need hop right on his ass, because that don't make no damn sense.
Yeah.
It don't make no sense. I mean, I don't give a kid what. I mean, dude, if you can turn around and do what's the name of that damn game that's what they want to get what's game of the year? Rocket Card.
Oh, Rocket League, yeah.
Rocket League.
Oh my God, dog, y'all, come on now. I mean, he does anything to turn around and he just does anything.
Well, Tuck,
not to give Microsoft no credit.
Yeah, Tuck, to put things in perspective, the 2016 Game of the Year, if I'm not mistaken, was Overwatch, and that's an online-only game with no single player, no campaign, or nothing like that.
Right.
Let's even go back further, y'all.
And why did it win that year? Why did it win?
Oh, I don't know, Hebot. You tell me. I genuinely don't know why.
Well, first of all, you guys are all scum. Because you're over here making shows. If I'm not around or not, Hebot don't count no more. Y'all say, fuck that nigga. Hey, you just do your show. Man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all all a bunch of scum. Y'all don't care about me. Y'all don't love me no more. I get it. I see. I'm going solo, dolo. That's what I'm doing from now on. I'm going.
Hey, y'all.
Relax, my nigga.
Hey, I'm gonna go in the house right now, and then I'll be right back.
Relax, my nigga. You so stupid. Sing that again. Relax, my nigga.
Relax, my nigga.
Well, look. What I was gonna say was, hey, what's going on, guys? What I was gonna say was, the reason why that year, okay, because I had pointed it out that at that time anyway.
Yeah.
That was the year, if I'm not mistaken, that was the year that Gears 4 came out, was it not?
Yes.
And they never even nominated it. They snubbed that shit. It didn't even get nominated. How you gonna tell me that Gears 4 wasn't a better game than Overwatch? I don't care if it was impactful in the sense that it was popular. A game's not supposed to be impactful because it's popular. That's not what makes a game good.
But by that logic, PUBG should have won in 2016 or 2017.
And by that logic, GTA wins every year. It's never going to change. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hands down, GTA wins every year, game of the year. Even though it's a 13, 15-year-old game, because that's all everybody keeps. That shit sold 5 million just like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
And it's an old ass fucking game. If that's the logic you're gonna use, see the metric of Game Awards has been broken for a long time. Even going back to when it was on Spike, right? Because you guys saw that somebody posted. I think it was J Rock. Shout outs to him. He had posted where that year, Madden won, and
I remember.
Right, and they had games like fucking. Yeah, and they had games like fucking really good games up there, like Max Payne and some other shit, like other stuff that we completely know
that had Splinter Cell that year, Max Payne,
right?
A lot of these awesome games.
Yes, and which makes no sense for Manny to win, but it did make sense because what happened at that point was, the way the awards were being done was by the viewers, right? Which was the people, the actual casuals first, right? Yeah. So we all know at that point Madden was still in its peak, so a lot of casuals voted for Madden because that was, the most of the people that were paying attention. Real gamers never paid attention to the awards like that. You understand?
Yeah.
We don't pay attention to shit like that. That for us is just something to watch so that we can see the next upcoming games, the previews, the surprises like that. That's what we really watch it for. We don't watch it for the awards because no gamer, and I'll say it again in this panel, and I don't care who gets offended or who doesn't. I'm sorry. No real gamer judges the game and makes a decision on playing a game based off anybody's review or opinion.
Yeah,
it never happens. It's never.
Oh,
out.
The ponies took him out, man.
Always.
The Pegasus Nation took our brother out. We got to get him back.
They know how to cut him off when he's at his
unlimited. He was preaching and they cut him off, man.
Cut him off, man.
They cut the wire of our brother, man. They always do that to him all the time.
Where have I seen this before? I know I've seen it happen once before.
He'll be back. He'll be back. He'll be back. But he's, you know what, though, guys, that capitalize on that before he comes back. That's true. True gamers don't do that on people's opinions and stuff. The only way you're going to find out that you like a game or approve of a game is actually you experiencing and playing it yourself, not by what somebody says. I mean, how are you enjoying a game by what somebody says? That's not enjoying a game.
No.
You know what I mean?
Personal enjoyment of the product, not the actual saying of it. If you don't understand that, you didn't go to school. So my annoyance would be is that, get more further education and then come back to me and tell me what's fun. So that's kind of the actual, entertainment.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, man, fortunately, what's happening with Xbox, the Xbox community, is a lot of these casuals are coming back. A lot of these toxic gamers are coming back. And now the stuff that we've been saying for years, reviews don't matter. We don't give a fuck about Metacritic and don't care about award shows and all that stuff. Now it's starting to matter because the community is starting to be infected by the wrong types of gamers now. I'm starting to notice it. So, it might not be, and it's going to get bad soon. I watch because Xbox has a lot of hype and momentum right now. And I promise you, it's going to be even worse now because apparently there are a lot of people that's returning to Xbox and all this other nonsense. So it's going to be rough. It's going to be rough.
Did you say you need returning to Xbox? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there are people who didn't buy the Xbox One who are now getting their Series S's and Series X and are pretending they've been Xbox fans this whole time.
There he is. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, he's back.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's back.
The Pegasus Nation got you, Hebot. They got you, man. We're glad you made it back, man.
What was the last thing you guys heard me say so I can repeat what I was saying?
You were talking about real gamers don't go by what people review, and on a game. I believe you were talking about.
Right. Because I was saying, I don't know if you guys heard me. The difference would be like with you guys, right? You guys here in the panel, you guys are distinguished gentlemen and friends of mine, right? That I trust, right? That I know have good gaming values and gaming, taste, right? Yeah. So if any of you guys go, look, try out this game because I think you'll like it, or it's actually pretty good. Check it out. Yeah. Then I will have a more comfortable approach in trying it out and not be as hesitant because I know the taste that you guys have, and I know what you guys like and don't like, right?
Yeah.
So I can do it with a better metric. That still doesn't mean that means I'm going to buy the game, like the game, just because you referred it to me. But I can trust your opinion way more and your taste way more than a Fat Joe or an Angry Joe or a Fat Rich Review Tech, whatever the fuck his name is, right? Because we know and we've seen by their pattern and their behavior through the years that they'll give a game a bad score just because it's not popular. They'll give a game a bad score because the characters in the background are 500p. Like, nobody does that. No real gamer does that. We never thought about any of those things. We would play Double Dragon in the arcade, love the fuck out of the game. We never judged the game being good or not because when you get to the factory in the elevator scene, it slows down. We never even thought about that. For that, I was like, oh, look, it's slowing down. And we just keep playing it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we don't, as gamers, our experiences are individual because it's a interactive feeling. And what you're going to feel, maybe I'm not going to feel it that way. And a perfect example is like Unlimited. Unlimited loves playing open world structured games, right?
Right.
Me, myself, I appreciate them. I appreciate the idea, but I don't tend to like all of them because a lot of them have a pacing issue, right? Where they feel slow paced, right? Or a lot of them feel like when they do fetch quests that you have to do, they all feel the same over and over and over again, just presented to you with a different situation or character or items that you have to get, right? It's not like Witcher, right? Where it's done where everything you do in a lot of cases feels different. And even Witcher is so exhausting because when I played The Witcher for the first time, just to get to the first objective, to beat the first creature that I had to encounter, it took me about 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
You see what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
I don't want to play. I don't like playing games that take long because I don't have the luxury to be there all day long or invest my life, not hours, but my life, basically, to playing the game. And because I'm the type of person that I like going in, I always felt that the right balance for anything is always better. You can make a game shorter but sweeter, and it's a better experience. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. But again, that's my opinion or my taste, right? Somebody like go ahead.
Oh yeah, I was about to say, hey man, I know you started that Guardians of the Galaxy game, but when I played it, I was like, oh, this game is perfect for Hebot because it's about the length of a Tomb Raider game, and it's a phenomenal game for the record. You know, I love it.
I keep hearing about that game, man.
Yeah, but you're spot on about different, about different gamers having different tastes.
Right, but here's the thing, Unlimited. When you tell me, right, Hebot, this game is amazing, and I know it's open world. I know at the very least that open world game has to be good, even if I may not like the structure, because I know that you're a gamer. I know your taste. I know that you like quality and things that are presented the right way. You're not a person that cares about a game because of big time production value, cutscenes, and a whole bunch of mocapping with different individuals. You're more about gameplay and fun factor and gameplay mechanics, and I know that. So at the core, that open world game, I know for a fact, coming from you or even my son Zach, because I know he plays a lot of games, even though he likes that cinematic stuff. If he tells me that, I know I can trust his opinion. You see what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Because I know that what he likes. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, exactly. That's how it is with you and beat 'em ups. Take a man and shoot 'em up. Reaper and Halo type game.
Yes.
You know,
yes.
I mean, y'all know your stuff. Y'all know, like, the beat 'em ups you be playing, man. Some of them are so classic. You know, it's turning me on to some of them. You know what I'm saying? Or, I didn't even know that there's a Sailor Moon beat 'em up until Hebot did a retro game show on it. I was like, right. There's a Sailor Moon beat 'em up. What?
Right. And you better
or the Cowboys of Moo Mesa.
Of Moo Mesa,
I remember that cartoon.
That's great.
Cartoon, but I didn't know that there's a video game based on it.
And you see how beautiful it looks, right?
Yeah, and stuff like that is why you're so priceless to the gaming community.
Oh, thank you so much.
Because your love for those style of games open us to people like me who didn't even know these games existed.
Well, that's always been my idea. You've always heard it in my messaging, even with T Reaper, that he's been around with us before you were. And T Reaper always said, I love being around you, Hebot, and people like you, right? Because I'm learning, and I'm learning to appreciate, even though it may not resonate with me personally, right?
Yeah.
And coming from a younger gamer, right? Like Reaper, right? And big shout outs to him, even though he's on the panel. Big shout outs to you, my brother. It makes me feel like $1,000,000, right? Because I know I'm connecting with other gamers younger than me and that are probably even starting in their infancy, that maybe someday my videos, when I'm not maybe here or I'm gone, will still have an impact because it's still there to watch and they'll get an interest. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's why what I do, whether I don't get more subscribers quick enough or people don't want to subscribe or say my channel's dead. Okay, my channel's dead. But when I do what I do, just know that when I put it there, it's with the love of gaming and the love of the culture. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Whether it's even figure related. You see, I like to correlate a lot of my figures with video games or based on video games a lot of time, because that's another aspect of interest that can drive the mind, to the hobby and give you another sense of appreciation, because it's an art. It's an art form to be a sculptor and create these characters from these games and make them come to life, right? So that's why I do it. So if people think, oh, my channel's dead, okay, it's dead, but maybe not for somebody else when they come through maybe a few months from now, a year from now, I don't know, whatever. So that's how I look at it. I don't really try to dwell on the fact that it doesn't grow day and day. And Sega Man's pretty much the same way, because, he's been there so long and he hasn't grown, and he should, and it's a criminal. It's very criminal that he hasn't, but he does it because he loves it. You see what I'm saying? And that's all that matters, right? So big shout outs to T Reaper, big shout outs to you, because those words mean a lot. They're very kind, and they really hit my heart, because at least I know that at least I know I touched you and I touched him in some way, right? Now, I'm not saying you got to go out and like what I like, but at least you got the appreciation for what I'm doing, right? If that makes any sense. So that's why, I've said for a long time that the Video Game Awards has been, it was done right when the Spike Lee era, because it was the gamers themselves. But a lot of the times the people that were paying attention was mostly casuals at that point and not the hardcore, right? Now, since it's more accessible through medias like Twitch, and it makes it more personal, media like YouTube, right? Or your own personal YouTuber that you may follow, or, something like that, right from the phone, for Christ's sakes. You could do it right on the phone. Now, there's more people paying attention. There's more eyes viewing, right? But the problem with the Jeff Keighley Award now is that the committee that he constructed, right, to do the awards, right? If you go look at them and you go look at who they are, it's the same exact people that have been very big Sony proponents and Nintendo proponents for a long time. And the PC people that he got there in the space are PC people that have always not really liked Xbox, because they want to be that space and they don't want Xbox in that space. You see what I'm trying to say? Right. Like PC, like if you go look, it's Kotaku, it's PC Gamer, Eurogamer, it's Push Square, X Circle, whatever. It's Nintendo Power, whatever. You see that you see that the people doing these ballots and making the decisions, they already have a bias, right? Yeah. And then out of all those people, you only see maybe one or two sites that maybe are more fair with Xbox as well, like Xbox more. And Phil is part of that, his main chair board, right? Chairman board, because they have also the people that sit at the board. And Kojima's one of those guys. Phil Spencer's one of those guys. So that's why I said that it's broken. I said it for a long time. It was like when Forza 3 was in the nomination for Best Racer and they gave it to Rocket League.
Yeah.
How can you give it to Rocket League if the very essence of Rocket League, it's not a racer? It's a soccer game. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a soccer game.
It really is.
Not racing.
It's not a racing game.
And what did they do? They completely shun it that year, and it didn't win. Okay.
Not only did they shun it, the next year they combined racing and sports games. So they
cover it up.
To try to
so they can cover it up. Yeah. You're absolutely 100% to cover it up because they knew what they did, and people called them. Some people, like myself, called them out on it, right? And the thing that gets me mad is that these people out here, right? They'll see me do this, right? I've been doing this forever, calling shit out, and they never back me up, right? Because they're like, "Oh, you're trying to start something," right? When the reality is I'm trying to call it out because I want what's best for Xbox gamers as well. I want it to be fair and free reign, but to be fair, right? Just like the Kojima situation, right? I had proof of Kojima being at fault with Platinum for what happened with Scalebound, right?
Yeah.
It was given to me by another individual in the community that Phil Spencer himself was talking to him in a DM, right? I'm not going to mention no names because I will never do that. And I made my promise and gave my promise to that person that I wouldn't say anything, right?
Yeah.
But he said I could speak on it. The same way I knew that the budget that was given to Project Platinum Games at the time was $100 million. It was $100 million they were given to do Scalebound, right? And people were like, "You're a fucking liar, you fucking fat piece of shit, fuck you, you're a dickhead, you don't know shit, you're just a conspiracy theorist," right? Remember this, all right? And there was a selected few people that knew about it as well. Like my boy 100. 100 knew where the source was coming from, and he didn't say nothing either, right? Because there's something called integrity, and you're supposed to have a man's word. A man's word is more valuable than anything else in the world, okay? Especially for a real man, right?
Yeah.
So the whole point of it is I said it and I wrote and they wrote with it and they're like, "Oh no, you're a fucking goddamn fat fuck, you granny, whatever," right? And look, just yesterday, interview was done again, came out. Somebody tried to poke the bird again because they're trying to see if Microsoft gets caught out there. If it was alive, it's all been Microsoft all along. Because that's why they ask. Because people are like, "Well, goddamn, it's been 5 years. Why are they still asking?" Because they're not going to stop until they can prove that Microsoft was the one at fault. Because everybody swears it's Microsoft's fault. They did the same thing with Bungie until Bungie came out and said themselves that it was nothing like that and they never had any issues and creative differences with Microsoft and that they didn't leave for that reason.
Right.
Okay? And they said it themselves and then people were like, "Oh, okay," and brushed it off. They didn't make no videos apologizing or talking about it. Didn't say anything. And that's what they're going to do now. No one's going to do videos saying they were sorry, that they were wrong, that they were stupid, and that finally that Microsoft it could be left off the hook. Because everybody swears is that Microsoft didn't care about the property, and that's not true. You don't invest $100 million if you don't give a fuck about the project that you're trying to do.
Well, hey, Levi, but let me ask you this. But did that company come out and say that they want to make this damn game?
Well, Kojima, Hideki Kamiya came out and said yesterday that it was that they didn't have experience doing online, which they didn't. If you look at all their games, they never did a co-op game online. It was supposed to be a four-player co-op game, and they had said it, and they had, he admitted that was the biggest hurdle. They couldn't get it to work right online, and it was their fault. And they apologized to Microsoft because they said they would do it, and they let them take the blame. So, but ever since then, Kamiya has came out a couple of times in some really odd situations and circumstances saying, Microsoft, please let me finish Scalebound, right? Because That's always been his passion project since he was a younger kid, according to what he said. And he said it in the interview and explained where he got the idea and all things like that. Will it ever happen? Probably not. But can it happen? Maybe, because Microsoft still owns the IP, and they did renew the IP's licensing rights about 2 years ago, when it was going to expire. So it is a possibility. And to be honest, I would like to see the game one day. And everybody deserves a second chance. If Platinum fucked up, let them get a second chance. Now if they fuck up again, then it's a done deal. But I always believe that everybody deserves a second chance. Nobody's perfect. At least they came out, even though it is 5 years later, and did a classy thing and owned up to it and admitted. Even though they had said it previously last year, the actual man who runs Platinum, that he hates to see that Microsoft got all the blame. But Kojima Kamaya pretty much cemented it yesterday. So, again, I'm just giving you an example of what we were talking about. I didn't mean to get off topic. So that's the problem with the Game Award. It's not an award that's controlled. The way the Game Award should be done is for him to give out ballots a month before, right, the awards to the public, and do it digitally, and put the games that are nominated in the category and what can still be nominated based off the cutoff date in that category. And so, and give people the time to vote until at least a week before the awards. And then they tally all that up based on what games are there. And once they tally it up, they'll know what games the gamers in the community actually picked as their game of the year or in any topic. And then allow the committee that he has, right, to do their picks, right? Like the websites, like the Kotaku, the Giant Bombs, the Juro games. Then let them do their picks, right? Because that only takes a second for every person. And they tally them up. And when the awards is ready to go, everybody picked, and it's all fair game. No, instead what they do is they make the committee pick, right? Then once the committee pick, then they tell you, oh, this is what they picked. Now you, the audience, you pick which games you want, which is not the audience's award, because the audience is still picking what the committee picked first. And that's why he was trying to pull off this thing saying that, oh, it didn't get any awards because it didn't have enough awards to compare to the other games that were being selected. When that's not what he said originally. What he said originally was that the cutoff date was November 4th, and then you got Metacritic come out and made him look stupid because they said that the cutoff date is the 19th. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And then they hashtag Forza, yes, it's eligible to be in the thing. You see what I'm saying? So then he tried to change it around and say, oh, no, it's because there wasn't enough votes for it. So he got caught in a lie. He's lying.
Oh, he got caught in a lie big time.
And then the problem is his dilemma is he knows that his committee are a bunch of ponies and another bunch of Nintendo drones. He knows it. So he can't go against their word, because if he does that, they're going to get pissed at him and they're not going to want to cooperate or participate or perhaps sponsor him for next year's show.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he's in a tight bind on his own. So he's going to have to play this off, try to brush it off and mask it. And that's the real reality of what's going on with Jeff Keighley and the awards. Now, should we be bad? No, because we've seen this happen already. It happened with Gears 4. It happened with Forza 3. This is not new. It's happened every fucking year. It's just not new. Now, do I think it's good that the community is finally trying to call them out? Absolutely, I do. But at the same time, I don't want them to, and I don't really care if they do, because I did it first with a couple of other people, and we were looked at as stupid, retarded, shills, liars, and troublemakers and conspiracy theories. But now everybody else wants to join in the fun, and then they want to get credit for it. So no, in that aspect, fuck everybody. I don't care if you call it. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Because I did it first. I did it first, and I was looked at as an asshole, a shill, or a liar, or conspiracy theories. As blunt as I want to be, as I'm making it sound like, if I sound like an asshole or a jerk, oh well, then I'm an asshole and a jerk. I'm not gonna give credit to something that I did way before and I got crucified for it. And now, because it's being accepted, right, by everybody else, now it's okay. No, fuck yeah. Y'all need to get the same kind of negative attitude that I got, and that I was treated with when it happened to me unjustly, because I was doing what nobody else had. I had cojones. I was calling people out because I wasn't afraid. Okay, I was doing what you're supposed to do as a consumer, which was fight for your fucking brand and fight for what's right when something was wrong. And that's the difference. And they didn't want to do that. Now they want to do it because Xbox is acceptable, because Xbox is cool now, right? Because they're the talk of the town at the moment, right? So no, kudos to you for doing it, but I did it first and I got crucified. So I don't really care. Listen, you get what you deserve for supporting the award in the first place. You get what you deserve for thinking, you get what you deserve for thinking that it was fair, that there was no foul play. Fuck you. You get what you deserve. Good. Forza didn't get nominated. Oh well, too bad. To be honest, that's not the only game that got shunned, because Guardians of the Galaxy should be up there as well.
Yeah.
Okay. That's another good game, and that game came out in September. There's no excuses. You're gonna say a cutoff date too? No excuses.
Now
that game is 10 times better than Spider-Man. Okay, 10 times better than Spider-Man. It's 10 times better than Spider-Man PS4. Okay, and it's even better than fucking Avengers. So stop. You gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop the bullshit. Okay, it's better. It's not, you guys gonna tell me that Resident Evil: The Village, which is nothing really new and refreshing, is better than that game, or Deathloop, or even Metroid Dread, because it's still a 2D side scroller at the end of the day. It's not doing nothing new.
Nintendo.
Okay, so don't tell me that those games are better than that game, because they're not.
No, not even.
They're not. They're good games, and they deserve to be, mentioned. But if you want to keep a spade, that the Guardians of the Galaxy should be there before any of those games.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's not.
Yeah.
And it's not. Right? So let's keep it real. Let's keep it real, because people are just talking about Forza. No, Forza, okay, it deserves it, but so does Galaxy, and it's not there. Right? I know.
Yeah, just like you said, Ebot, there's a lot of games that should be already mentioned up there before Ratchet and Clank. Hell, Ratchet and Clank it's been done before. So why the hell they nominated that damn game?
Right.
Like you said, the Galaxy game should have been nominated.
Yeah. The other thing, I know you've been calling that man out for the longest. You're not part of that equation. I'm talking about the people, the ones who they are, the ones that been kind of trying to act like, oh no, it's a conspiracy theory. You guys, you're just reaching. Stop. I know you're not one of those dudes. I know that for a fact. But again, you didn't have a place to talk at. You were always in the comment section, and people really try to ignore people like you at the time, right? Now you're blessed. You're blessed that you can be on a platform and on 100, podcasts and talk. And I've told you plenty of times that you can come on the podcast when I do mine. I would love to have you on, and even on here on Alpha, because I know
we'd love to have another thing on here. Of course,
because I know what you're about, and I know how you are. I know that you call out the bullshit. Yeah. I've seen it. I've seen it. I know. I'm talking about the usual suspects, which who they are. They don't have to really be mentioned. That always try to act like, oh no, those guys are just toxic parts. They're toxic Xbox fans. Yeah. Like E-Rock, and they'll be like, oh, E-Rock, he's toxic. He's toxic. Those people that kept saying that dumb shit, but now are the very people trying to say, but Forza didn't get called out. Forza got shunned. What the hell? So that's what I'm referring to. Like I always said.
I understand what you're saying now, Hebot.
Like now, I understand.
Microsoft's going to get a little bit of shine now. Now they want to be buddies.
Well, it's like I always said, guilty conscience has no accuser, right?
Yeah.
So the problem is, though, the problem is that the problem is that most of these dudes, they don't get called out on their BS too, because they're bigger I guess inspiration within the community of gaming of Xbox, right? Yeah. Let's just say that, right? For the regular Joe Schmoes that are Xbox fans that follow them, right? They're more impactful to them and mean more than someone like myself, right? Or someone like 100, for example, right? Or someone like E-Rock, that we've been doing this for years, or even Sega Man himself, even though Sega Man was more about the collection aspect of it and really wasn't about the warring until, he got around us and we contaminated the man. So, but that's what I'm referring to. So yeah, I think other games that deserve it, like Guardians, like Psychonauts 2, that's well deserved. It Takes Two. I've been telling you guys since January or February that I played the game. That's my game of the year. Have I not? I said this for a long time, right? And I said that's going to stick that way to me until I play anything else. Now, right now, I'm playing Guardians, and so far it's a very good game as well. I played some of Psychonauts 2, didn't really invest because I haven't been able to finish the first one, and I want to finish the first one before I finish the second one. So I can't really speak on Psychonauts 2 other than I've seen my son play and many play it, and it looks very good, right? So I feel that's also well deserved. And what was the third nomination? The sixth nomination? I forgot what was the sixth game. Psychonauts 2. I know it's Psychonauts 2.
There's a Ratchet & Clank game.
Oh yeah, that's another game. I don't know what the fuck Ratchet & Clank doing there because that's number 15th or 16th in the series. That is exactly the same with a new gameplay mechanic. The one where you can go through the loopholes, which that was done in Titanfall, Portal, and even Psychonauts has something like that. Also, it's been done before, right? But it's still nominated, like it's something new. That's another fucking game. That should not be nominated. You telling me that game should be there before Guardians? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Deathloop on that list as well.
Huh?
Was Deathloop on that list? Because
Deathloop?
Yeah, Deathloop's on there too. I haven't played it, but I don't know if Deathloop is on the same caliber as Guardian as well. I don't know.
Yeah.
From what I saw, I don't think so. From what I saw. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, with the exception of Psychonauts 2, none of my favorite games have made it, and that's the case. I mean, my favorite game of last generation was Sunset fucking Overdrive, a game nobody played until it went to
That was my favorite game of that year also. I'm with you. That was my game of the year that year too.
So I'm used to this, man. Like for me, it's stuff like Psychonauts, Scarlet Nexus, Guardians of the Galaxy, Forza. Those are my favorite games of this year that I
even Far Cry 6 you enjoyed thoroughly.
Yeah,
I remember.
Biomutant. The stuff that a lot of people didn't play or finish that I did that I absolutely love. And that's why I never took this stuff seriously. When games like Metal Gear Solid 5, it's a game that I should love because it's an open world stealth game, boring as fuck.
That's another good example. That open world Metal Gear 5. Oh my Jesus Christ!
That game was so damn boring, man.
Well, look, it's like I know I'm gonna be called blasphemous, but even Red Dead Redemption 2 is so fucking boring. Jesus Christ, it's so boring.
I am with you 100% there, Hebot.
Beautiful presentation, authenticity up the wazoo, amazing things that you can do, but it's so slow paced. Jesus Christ!
Yeah, it's
oh my God! Yeah, it's like molasses, my guy. Yeah, it's like you're in molasses.
It's like I mean, Rockstar did something that a lot of AAA game developers do now. Is that they suck their own dick when they make a pretty game. So they make stuff as slow as fucking possible. They pretty much said, "Hey, look how pretty this game is. Hey, you see this gun? So now you gotta manually look at the gun, and when you upgrade it, you gotta do it. And it's all this mundane stuff that nobody likes.
Too mundane, yes. And then the missions are so they don't even feel different. Like they feel they're tedious, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh God. I mean, it's beautiful to look at, especially in the Western area, because the horse.
Yeah, the game has the best details I've ever seen in a video game.
Oh yeah, but beautiful.
But look, I've always said it, Hebot. The number one thing for me is if a game is fun and has good gameplay. That's number one.
That's got to be that way.
That's why something that didn't review well, like Crackdown 3, was one of my favorite games of last generation.
Well, I could give you. Remember. And I'm sorry, brother. I didn't mean to cut you off. It's just that I don't want to lose my train of thought.
Yeah, go ahead.
But remember that is based on what you just said, right? Remember the Dreamcast game that they made of Evil Dead that looked like the classic Resident Evil, right?
Yeah.
The game's graphics were even shitting on Resident Evil at the time, right? Gorgeous. But when you played the game, the gameplay and the structure layout of how they did it was so garbage that I could not play it. I could not even finish 5-15 minutes of the game because it was just like, oh, this is fucking garbage.
I remember.
And the graphics were incredible. Better than even Resident Evil at the time. And I just couldn't finish it.
I had that game.
You know, right. So like what you were just saying, a game can have beautiful graphics, but if it's boring and the gameplay is not compelling, you're not going to play it.
No.
But a game can have 8-bit graphics, have compelling gameplay,
have
fantastic fun factor and gameplay mechanics, and you're going to fucking play the hell out of it.
Battletoads, phenomenal game.
Yeah, like shit, Pac-Man, Tetris, Galaga, Centipede,
classics.
Missile Command,
super classics, man.
All them games based those games were good off of what? Their gameplay and fun factor. Pong, for Christ's sake, something as simple as Pong, because it's always about the fun you're having when you're competing and when you're playing by yourself, the interaction. And that's what gameplay and the whole essence of video games have always been about. Always.
And he bought. Jeff Keighley has kids in the basement right now playing the same PlayStation 5, drinking chocolate milk.
See, that's fucking. There goes Flip.
I want to add, man. What you're saying is how I feel about those PlayStation games. Man, pretty games is boring.
Right. Well, that's what I've always told people. I've told people, look, the like something like Uncharted, right? Horizon, right? Even Ghost of Tsushima. If anybody here played PlayStation 2 and played the game called Genji is the greatest samurai feudal Japan game ever made. Absolutely stunning. And yes, it's pre-baked cameras like Resident Evil, but the game itself, how you play it, the core combat, the boss battles, the creative nature of all the characters and the bosses that you encounter and areas that you're in, shit all over something like Ghost of Tsushima. Shit on it. Does it look as good as Ghost of Tsushima? Of course not. The technology is not the same. But I would rather play something like that than Ghost of Tsushima because it's boring. Ghost of Tsushima has one sword, and then you get magic powers for your sword, meaning you could get fire attribute and things of that nature, right? Or some type of spell. And the basis of the whole combat is slice, overhead, roll, and block, right? That's it. It's like 5 main hack and slash actual formula in the combat, right? It's not where you can do tremendous amounts of combo for each individual weapon and you get multitudes of weapons like Ninja Gaiden. You get 35 weapon sets, right? Each weapon has at least 20 to 25 actual different move sets, and they're all created and done and achieved by the button combos of the buttons on the controller combinations, right? And you learn them, and each one you learn, and each one is dedicated to certain characters. Like if you do certain moves on certain characters, it works better than other characters. Or if you use certain weapons, like if you use the Gregorian flails, which are the nunchucks with the swords. If you use that on one character, it won't work on another character. There's an element and depth to how you use those weapons and the move sets. So it's very engaging. It's very deep, like it has a deep combat system. So when I play something like that, Ninja Blade, Bayonetta, or even Devil May Cry for that matter, because it's pretty deep also in the combat system. There's no way in hell I could appreciate something like Ghost of Tsushima. Because by comparison, it feels like kindergarten. Like when I first started playing hack and slash back in the day on the Genesis or the Master System that only had a 4-button set with 3 different moves. We're not in that era. You see what I'm trying to say? So it looks good, it looks next gen, but it feels dated in combat, right? And it feels very premature in combat.
That's like the game named Sekiro that came out a couple years ago.
Which one?
The Sekiro game that was game of the year?
Sekiro. Yeah.
Oh, that's a beautiful game right there.
Yeah, it's very beautiful. But when you play the combat, that structure of Demon Souls, where you got to roll, back, you got to have certain armor sets. Sometimes you can't. You got to be without an armor to fight certain characters because that armor set's too heavy. it just doesn't feel appealing. It's more of a, you got to keep dying to upgrade and figure out which weapon is the one that is best while you're upgrading it, and then you can beat certain characters. You're not learning movesets. It's not different movesets. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what pisses me off. It's because it feels like a crash and burn approach, right? Where you keep dying, and then, I figured it out. No, that's not how the core polish of a Ninja Gaiden, for example, is. Ninja Gaiden is quick pace, but you keep playing. But every time you're playing, it feels satisfying. It doesn't feel like a chore. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
When you play something like Demon Souls, it feels more like a chore. It doesn't feel fun. And then people are like, well, the satisfaction is after you figure it out, you kill them, then you feel satisfied. Not if you've been pissed off and aggravated for 20 hours or 3 hours or 5 hours just to beat one character because you didn't have the right maim or handle on your sword. Like, that's fucking stupid. You see what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, that is stupid.
Yeah.
So that kind of structure I don't like.
And then let me also talk about this, man, with those Sekiro, Dark Souls games. The fans of those games, man, are so damn uppity and annoying. Because every time somebody speaks, if somebody doesn't praise those games, you must be trash at games. The game's too hard for you. This.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, man, the game fucking structure just ain't that fun to a lot of people.
It's not fun.
Serious. Yeah. It's not.
It's
right.
Simple.
Yeah.
You know,
but they act but I know what you're saying. They act very snobby, like, look at us, we are elite.
Yeah,
we beat them. Now I know I'm like, you're elite. I remember one dude say, you don't know how to play. I said, all right, bro. I'll tell you what. Let's go live right now. Let's play Ninja Gaiden Black on Ninja Master mode, and let's see who's gonna beat the game and play the game better.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna show you what a real game is on what real difficulty means with an AI. What real challenge means. I'm gonna show you. Because you think you're so tough, and you think, you know what he did? Crickets. He didn't answer me. He stayed quiet. I was like, okay, then stay quiet. Exactly.
He bought. I would have gave him a Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, and gave him one of them old games. Those games are really tough.
Battletoads.
I would have gave him.
Let him play Battletoads on the NES on hard.
Yeah, the NES Ninja Gaiden game, like the real tough ones, man. That Dark Souls ain't shit compared to those old games. Those games are
because those games were based off challenge. But Dark Souls is purposely and deliberately built difficult that you have to die in order for you to progress. It's built that way on purpose. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so that's why
you keep doing it.
Right. So that's why you lose the fun factor, and it loses the charm of actually being, exciting. So it looks good, but it's not exciting. It's very slow paced. I don't like that. Oh, let me die 500 times before I finally get to pass him or pass this guy. Like, who said that? Who would say that that's fun? That's crazy. That's not fun.
Players that like to learn by dying, obviously.
Because a Ninja Gaiden, when you're dying, but you're dying with satisfaction because you're fucking shit up. But you're dying because it's difficult and they're smart. The AI learns how you play and then changes their approach and their attacks.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And you got to master each weapon in order to master how to beat the game. And once you master it and beat them, then it's like bread and butter. But then if you go away and you don't play it for a while and come back, it's the same difficulty level all over again. It's just as hard as you played it the first time until you adapt and learn the game again. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's not forcing you, and it's not built for you to have to die. It's just challenging, and it learns how you play every time you play it. There's a difference, But you have way more options anyway, as far as weapons, how many moves you can do. Dark Souls, how many moves you do? It's just forward, slash, and then you do a magic or throw a potion and roll. You don't see them doing crazy combinations, do you?
Nope.
No, it's always slash, forward, roll. Slash, forward, roll. And then you throw a potion or you throw a magic. That's not combos. That is not combo. If I have to run away from a boss in order to get myself energy again, in order for me to be able to, because even when you run, your stamina bar goes down. And then it's like it's for nothing because you can't even really recover, because if you're recovering with your health, you're losing stamina, and then you don't have energy to fight. So it's really retarded, the structure of the game. I hate it. I really can't stand it. But again, To each his own. People like it. I'm not gonna get mad at you because you like it. So it is what it is. But yeah. So yeah, the Game Awards. Just listen. I go see it because I want to see all the previews, and I go see it because I want to see all the new reveals, and that's why I also like that Microsoft, like I said before a couple of weeks back, have weaponized the gaming awards in their own favor by being smarter and outsmarting Jeff Keighley by making big announcements that actually make an impact, catches people attention, and it kind of takes away from all the other announcements, and that kind of takes away from all the other announcements that are shown in the actual show itself. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And I know it sounds like a scumbag move, but they're supposed to play their cards when it's supposed to be played fair, like in the case of the nominations, it's not. So I don't blame them for doing what they're doing. The word I'm hearing is that they're going to show gameplay for Hellblade in the awards. So, it's kind of fitting because they showed the first trailer there. So if they show the gameplay, that'll be the talk of the town, and that'll make an impact. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is a good move, in my opinion. That's called weaponizing stuff and making it and playing it to your advantage, especially when they don't have no advantage when it comes to the industry. With the media and a lot of these YouTube influencers, they're already by default about to lose. And the only reason that these guys are changing their platform and trying to change their tone is because Sony's not doing nothing. There really been nothing but negativity coming out of their side. And Microsoft has only been the only real positive thing. So because that perception is kind of shifting in some ways a little bit, right? Because it's not really completely shifted, but it's shifting somewhat. They're playing cards and going with it. So then later, once, let's say, Sony comes to talk of the town again, right? They can be like, oh, no, but we were there when Microsoft was doing stuff. It's not our fault that they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. Shit like that. They're just trying to cover their bases because they know that that's how they make their income. That's all it is. Yeah. That's why I don't believe none of them, because even just Dustin, he's another one. All these videos people keep giving him praises for when Dustin was the first one that would sit on Podcasts Unlocked and talk about how Microsoft needs to do better and Sony's the best. Okay? And he was supposed to be an Xbox fan on an Xbox podcast. I know, because I used to watch that fucking shit. And so I got tired of seeing the same shit over and over again. Right? That's true. And so no, I'm not doing that. It was just like when they just did the fucking thing for Halo. For the fucking Halo with digital fuckery. And they were talking about, oh, the game's great, this, that. And then at the very end, they still had to add on, oh, but look, the animations on the freaking cutscenes, they look like they're 30 frames and they don't look like they're consistent 60. Like, who the fuck cares, bro? Who cares? You don't play cutscenes. Who the fuck gives a shit? Oh, it's going to take you out of the immersion. Oh, please, you guys don't say that with no PlayStation game. And all PlayStation games are 30 frames. All of them.
PlayStation games have no 120 frames per second games, by the way.
Exactly.
Nope, they don't.
They're all base 30 frames. Now, with the boost mode that they got, or their so-called boost mode, with few selected games like God of War, I think Horizon, Ghost of Tsushima, I think, is another one. There's just a few, like 5 of them. Now you can play those games in 60 frames in 1080p or in 1440p. Like, get the fuck out of my face with that shit. Get out of here with that dumb shit. We were playing 1080p 4K games on the OG Xbox, the fat one, okay?
Yeah.
And they were talking about, it's cool, but it's just a racing game. No, go fuck yourself. But it was dynamic resolution, like in Halo 5 and Gears. Well, I don't give a fuck. Go fuck yourself. We were still playing them in 4K 60. You weren't. There was nothing on PlayStation 4 that was doing that, even on the Pro. Nope. So go eat a dick. Go eat a dick, regardless. That's all bullshit. That's why I'm not giving credit to motherfuckers that are trying to change their tone. Not until they prove themselves. Because even when they talk positive and you see something negative happen to Xbox, you see real quick they try to throw shade in favor of the other company. And you've seen it immediately. So that's how you know they're just playing the game.
It's true.
They're just playing the game. So fuck them. That's how I see it.
They're predictable. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They're just following the bag. That's what you call following the bag. No integrity, just following whatever's going to be popular that moment or that week or that minute or that day. Sometimes it's a topic that's just popular for one day, and that's what they're talking about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it is what it is. You don't see me doing videos every 5 seconds for every little thing Microsoft does, and that's why I don't do it, because that's stupid. There's thousands of articles out there. You don't need me putting videos every 5 minutes of everything Microsoft does, because you can see it and everybody's talking about it. There's no point.
Yeah.
I was doing that. I did it when nobody else was doing it, because I was the only one that was brave enough to do what was right. You know what I'm saying? And with a selected other few, right? And so, you know, and then at that point I was like, hey, don't look at that motherfucker. He's stupid. He's crazy. He lost his fucking mind. He's just a hater of Sony. Like, fuck you, dude. I got every Sony game and every exclusive. And I bet you don't even got them. I got the games and all their exclusives, and I guarantee you don't even got them, and you're going to call me a hater. I play the games. That's why I know.
Yeah. Streams them too.
So it is what it is.
Streams them too. Some of them. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I stream all the time. Whenever it's not on Xbox and it's supposed to be on every console, and I call it out.
Yep, that's
like,
right.
Well, this love this game, but it should be on all consoles, not just this one. That doesn't mean I'm hating on it. I'm just saying the facts. You know, where you want to be spineless, and now they want to act like they got a spine. Get out of here.
Well, is there anything else anybody wants to talk about? We're probably gonna end the show now. Anything you have to say, Tuck or T Reaper?
No, I'm actually quite content with what I have at home now. I love this new rig to the point where I think I'm going to be saying it most of the week, but that's okay.
Oh,
but
nice.
We are on Thanksgiving week, so that was the idea behind the design.
You're enjoying that Halo for sure. I see it. I see that.
I do admit I kind of matched what Phil said, and that you can match PCs with your wonderful Xbox One Scorpio. So that would be, you know, proof that I can actually do it. So that's awesome. So I haven't actually fully tested matches yet with my friend, but I'm going to. So when I finally do actually get that adrenaline rush, and to be fair, that's how I got this beautiful body back. So I love it. I love my beautiful hobby. So I'm sorry. It's proof. And I was just telling that to my aunt that, you know, I already squashed my daddy's CBD belief with THC. I'll do it again. I don't care. But my point would be, it works. So if it works on mine, I surely hope to Christ it works on my mother. So we will find out. But I'm going to have fun doing this with her. So that's going to be kind of interesting. She's
cool.
CBD fucking fat as fuck, but that's fine. I don't care. I got my body back. That was the entire point.
Yeah.
So that was the entire design point. And I did it, with 6,000 pony souls, and I'm very $5 on that tip on Z's wonderful stream. So my point would be is I did it, and I knew the black magic could do it, so I don't really honestly care.
So Unlimited and Hebot, before we go real quick, what do you guys think about cloud gaming now on the Xbox? You guys have any opinion about that? I think it saves on you.
I think it's going to get a lot better, personally. That slow game play anywhere, people, you're going to see that a lot more.
Yeah, what do you guys think about it? I mean, it helps with people that can't afford can afford the SSD cards yet too. You could play like games in the cloud instead of having to use your memory in your Series X or S. So I mean, what do you guys think about the cloud gaming now on the where you can play on the Xbox?
Yeah, I think it's a great accessibility option there, and I've used it a handful of times, but it's never going to be my primary way of gaming. At my core, I'm always going to be the guy who chills at home, kicks back on the couch, and play games on my TV. I just, for some reason, I just can't seem to play video games long term on my phone or tablet or whatever other handheld device there is. But I think it's really cool, and the fact that you could do cloud gaming on your consoles is also nice. Again, a feature that I personally won't use often, but it's still hard to get Xbox Series X's. So if somebody wants to play the medium, hey, they could still play it via cloud gaming on their Xbox One. You can't beat something like that. You know?
That's what I mean. Yeah,
this is the type of innovative stuff that I just love that Xbox does. That is so this is something that I wouldn't have thought of doing. That Xbox is very forward thinking on it, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, I do too.
I mean,
what do you think, Hebot?
I mean, it's a double-edged sword. It's always good to have options. That's the whole point. It's very innovative. It's very forward thinking, and it's a good thing no matter what. But the reality is of it's also, let's see how long they could actually sustain it, because we got to be real. People are not going to stick playing on their OG Xbox fat, okay? Because gaming becomes more affordable. You got more options day in and day out. Once these Series X get more readily available, more people are going to migrate, and more people are going to adapt. And you're never going to pay full price, because every time you bring in your old console, you get at least 180, $80, $100, $90, 150 depending, because they do trade up values all the time. And you can buy the new console, just pay the difference. And obviously, the consoles will go down in price after a year or two, because it's just cheaper to make them, right? So, I just think it's a great option. Yeah, but I don't know how long it's going to last, because, I mean, if they were quick enough to let go of Mixer after 5 years, quick enough to let go of, the Connect, because supposedly people don't use it as much, or quick enough to let go of Snap feature because people don't really use it enough, then I hope that they have that same energy when it comes to people not really using the cloud service for the streaming the games and not buying the actual consoles that are more advanced, and you can actually play them natively. Because, like a lot of us said, Unlimited just said, playing the game natively on a console or on a PC, for example, is nowhere near, is never going to be replaced or replicated via online. You're never going to have that same feeling or experience, on the go, on a tablet, on an iPhone, on a cell phone, whatever. It's just not the same thing, than just traditionally sitting down in a couch in the living room with your family, or on a desktop with your friends, or whatever, and play at the comfort of your own home. Whether it's on, like I said, on a console or PC, whatever, it's just not going to be the same thing. It's just not the same thing. People will use it when they're going on, maybe doctor's appointments, and maybe on a long trip to Vegas, if they're gonna go on a bus ride, or maybe if they're, I don't know, in the doctor waiting in the office or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Something like that, I can see it. But just ask yourself how many people that you see that are our age in your, in your, let's say, neighborhood, do you see actually sit there with a Switch or with a phone playing games? I don't really see it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I see people. But I'm sure it will become popular eventually.
I see people play on the phone. Look,
especially with that split gate concept.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen anybody play with a Switch in public or outside, or none like that.
I will tell you guys this. When I took my wife to the hospital, I had my phone, and I was playing, playing on my phone, playing the Game Pass games. But there was a girl across from me that did have her Switch out and was, I guess, waiting for somebody that was playing her Switch. But I'm like you guys, I don't really see anybody really doing that. I only seen that once, and that's just what I told you when I took my wife one time to the hospital real quick, and I seen it one time. I don't really see anybody really interacting like with a Switch or anything like that out. When you're out and about, I don't really see it.
Right. Well, I'll put it like this, fellas. At my job at the VA, I go up there to that tech area and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And once they got like a lot of downtime, a lot of them play a lot of the games from the Xbox on the Game Pass. There.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and they loving it. And they loving it because, it's just something different. I mean, just like you about to say, you never really would get the experience because it's not true 4K, but you do get the experience of playing your games on your tablet or your phone. I mean, other words, and if you go out like out of town,
yeah,
you don't have to carry your damn system with you no more. You just play it on your phone or your tablet,
or your laptop.
Or your laptop. But most of the people that I know, they're gonna carry. I mean, some people still carry their console with them no matter what. But it's a nice alternative to do what they're doing. with the cloud. I mean, I don't have no doubt about that. I mean, they got so many damn games on cloud service. It's pitiful. And then one thing I do like, and I do like what Hebot said about the latency on the controllers. You know, that's gone.
Yeah.
So, you know, and that's pretty good. You know, and I love that. I mean, there's nothing else I can really say about the cloud because it's just good. I mean, you know, everybody wants to turn around and bash, but why don't Microsoft come out with the handheld? They don't need to. They got the cloud.
That's right. That's right.
And that's an advantage. I mean, Nintendo was not going anywhere. You know, I already came with that concept already. Nintendo ain't going nowhere. They're going to have their own same people and all that stuff, no matter what. But what Microsoft is doing with the cloud service, it's good. It's a good deal. It's a good deal. I mean, I mean, it's like the other night. You know, it's like if I don't want to turn around, and what the good thing is, what the good advantage of it is, if I don't want to come inside the house and I am outside and I want to play a game on my tablet, I can play the game on my tablet and don't have to worry about it.
Right.
And that's the beauty of it right there. Outside of that, that's it.
Yeah. Well, I agree with J-Con here. He said, I love cloud. It plays incredibly well on my Series X. And it frees up his internal storage. That's what I was talking about earlier. That's true.
That's true.
You can, if you have the Master Chief Collection, takes up a lot of memory.
Yeah,
and I believe you can play that on the cloud now. So if you have that, you can uninstall it and free up that memory and then play it on the cloud. So I mean, it has really great qualities to it. You know what I mean? So
and then just think about it. You're not losing any of your. I mean, wherever the game is saved at, you're not losing nothing.
Yeah.
So it's just like you playing on your Xbox. I mean, it's just like you playing on your regular Xbox. You're just going through the cloud service, and that's the beauty of it right there.
Well, you remember Unlimited. Remember when Unlimited had his Series X, Tuck, he bought an E-Rock. At one time, I didn't, and there was the game called the Medium, and I really, really, really wanted to play the Medium. And so what I did is I played it on my laptop, and I have a good HP laptop. It's good. It's not cheap. It's pretty good laptop, and I wanted to play the game so bad that I had to play it on my laptop, and I really enjoyed it. It wasn't going to be 4K like you see on Series X and S or anything like that, but for what I played and played it on my laptop, it looked very, very good. I think it might have been 1080p. I can't remember, but it was very good, and I got to play it. I enjoyed playing the Medium, man. You know what I mean? That was another way I could play it. So, I just really wanted to play it, and the brothers, they were talking about it so much. I'm like, man, I want to play this game. So I played it on there, and I really enjoyed it. I really did. I enjoyed it on there, and it looked good too. There was no tearing. There was no popping or nothing. It played pretty damn good. So I was happy, I
mean, you can't complain about something a service that you're getting. You got the Ultimate Game Pass. You get all three elements. You can't complain about that. So,
yeah.
Especially, when they put on the Xbox here recently, and that's just a beautiful thing and all that stuff. So, I mean, because at first you can just get on your phone and your PC, your phone, your PC, your tablet. But now you can get it on your console, your tablet, your PC. What more can you ask for? I mean, you can't ask for nothing else.
Right. And what? JCon 79 is really killing it. And then we're gonna end the podcast. We're going over 2 hours. I know everybody gotta get going here, including Unlimited T. And
not really.
Yeah. I have a super chill Saturday. I got nothing going on. I'm playing Cyberpunk and all that stuff.
They didn't do that update yet, did they?
No, not yet. I just love the game.
Yeah, it's good. I long time ago, I when I got it gifted to me, I beat it. But you know what? I had problems with my One X. One time I was in the middle of the game and the system just shut off.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it just shut down. This is when they were having problems, and I thought, oh shit, I hope nothing happened to my One X. So I turned it back on. It was fine. But this is when it had problems. But I heard it's really improved now. It's very well improved now. But I'm trying to wait for that update. Is it supposed to be like a 4K? Is it supposed to, what kind of update is it? It's like a 4K update, or it's supposed to be some big update for it?
Yeah, I know it's supposed to be like a next gen upgrade. Similar
that's what I meant. Yeah,
similar to what Gears 5 got and Assassin's Creed Odyssey, where they got the next gen version and now it plays better than ever. But that's going to be early next year, like spring of next year.
Oh, next year.
Yeah.
Well, I might buy it now since it's on sale now.
Oh yeah, it is on sale. That's why I'm playing it. I went ahead and
What's
got
up,
it digital.
TJ Gaming? Yeah. What do you guys think about that? I mean, did you guys know? What do you guys think about the early Black Friday sale that they're having on the Microsoft Store? I used some gaming points and I picked up a few games, actually, like 4 games already that I picked up. So what do you guys think about the selection? Is there anything you guys are going to pick up?
Yeah, well, I had some serious troubles getting the store to work for the longest until recently.
Oh yeah?
But I went ahead and got Cyberpunk digitally and a few other games that I picked up that were on sale, and some backwards compatible games. They're like $10.
What'd you get?
I picked up the Star Wars games. They're like 4 of them, $10 each.
Yeah.
There's some backwards compatible games that are like $2 and $3 that I bought. What else did I get? Hold on. I'm actually pulling it up right now.
Nico's X, thank you for coming, bro.
Now I remember. Fight Night Champions was like $3.
Okay.
The Crisis 2 and 3 remastered were like 30% off, so I got those for like 20 each. And and the Star Wars games, and I'm still looking for some other sales. I'm looking for the super cheap ones, really.
Yeah. Oh, they're coming. I think there's going to be. I think they're starting it early, but I don't know if they add more stuff going near or towards Christmas. I guess there'll be another, because I think they said the sale ends December 2nd or 12th or something like that. But I think there should be another big, huge. They're going to do it before Christmas, where it'll be even cheap, games. And the new backwards compatibility games. Me and Hebot were talking about that. They're not in the store yet. Like the ones you can't get that are on, like that were digitally, because I got a lot of them that were physical. I got like 30 games that I downloaded into the Xbox because I had the physical ones. But there's other ones because there's 76 games. So I mean, they're not in the store yet. They're not in the store. I guess they're gonna implement those later. I guess.
Oh yeah, I guess so.
Because I haven't seen none yet. Unlimited. I've been checking and I'm like, damn, they didn't add these games yet. I guess it's going to take a little while because that's a lot of damn games.
Yeah.
That's a lot of games, man. There's some great ones. I just told Unlimited I beat today Blood on the Sand, 50 Cent on I beat it today, yeah. Oh man, it took me back down memory lane, bro. Yes, it looks good and everything.
Man, let me tell you a quick story, man. A depressing ass story about that game. So, look, so I was looking for that game before it went backwards compatible, right?
Yeah.
And so 50 Cent Bulletproof, found it for like $7. Put in my cart. Found Blood in the Sand for $32. Put in my cart, and I was like, you know what? No, I don't think I need it now. I could wait. So the game sells, right? Somebody bought it for the $32 I was trying to get it for. And then a week later, Microsoft announces backward compatible. Now that game is like $120, and now I regret not buying it when I did.
Wow.
So now every time I see that game, I'm sick to my stomach. So I'm like, I could have got that game for like $30, man. What the? Oh, it's painful. It's painful.
I told Emmanuel A1 and even you, because you're my brother, I'm going to look out for you at my exchanges. I might be able to see if they can get – that's the thing. I went in there. This is after back compat. came out, I went in there, and unfortunately, there was a few games that I didn't have, and they were still at regular price at my exchange because I don't know if they caught on to it right away. But I went out like the next day, Unlimited, in the morning when I opened up, and I found like 5 more games that have went up on price online that didn't go up in my exchange. So I had to pick them up super quick. You know what I mean? Because I knew when they get caught wind to it, that they're going to go sky high. Like Max Payne 2 for the original OG Xbox, there's some places they want $50 for that.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
$50, and I've seen it other places $5, $8.
See,
you know, $50, man. I'm like, God damn.
You know, with Max Payne, I did the opposite. I did buy it when I saw it, so I got those games super cheap. I got Max Payne 1 and 2 for $5, and then I got Max Payne 3 a little more expensive at $15.
Yeah.
And so months later, when it was announced for backwards compatible, I'm like, oh, thank God I got it already. So I already knew that price was going to skyrocket.
I had Max Payne 1. I had Max Payne 1. I'm like, oh, good. So I go look through my Xbox library, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure I got 2. And it comes to find out, I didn't have 2. I had 3 already. 3 has really went up in price. They say that's really, really good. 3 is really good on the new series X. But you know what game really went up? And I only have the disc is Time Splinters.
Yeah.
1. That went up, and even 2 that went up. So those all those games, those original Xbox games went up sky high. Some of them, and I'm like, God damn, you know,
it really did, man. That's the one negative about when those games go backwards compatible, man. If you don't have it and you look for it, oh, they're expensive now.
I know, man. I know.
They're gonna make you pay.
Yeah, I mean, if you go to a flea market or if you go to like a Goodwill, you'll get lucky because they're not gonna fucking put no price up. You have to, if you find it there, that's good. But it's been really dry at like those used stores. You can't find shit except scratched up sports games or something like that.
Right.
That's all you usually find there, man. So you know. But yeah, guys, it was a great show today. Go ahead, Tucker. Something else you want to say? Go ahead.
I think the game that I just got through buying, Far Cry 6. You know, that's $40. I'm gonna go and get the Marvel game.
Yeah.
The Galaxy game, that's $38. So
everybody says to get that game. Hunter just told me today you need to get that game.
Get what game?
Guardian of the Galaxy.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's good. I heard that it's good. They said it's damn good.
And I want to get the game Unlimited, beat it, because 1 week they had it for free to play. I think it was called what's that game you said Unlimited? Biomutant.
Biomutant. Yeah, I love that.
I thought that was pretty good. I played it like the whole weekend. I thought it was pretty damn good, man. I like that.
Yeah, man. Those are the type of games like Heba was talking about that I tend to love. So I absolutely love that one.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try to get that. Maybe that'll go on sale towards more of Christmas too. So I'm gonna try to pick that one up. You know what I mean? And but I'm gonna get that Guardian of the Galaxy here soon, man. Everybody keeps saying you need to get that. It's good, you know, and I need to try it and see. You know what I mean? Because you guys, I'm going to believe y'all. Y'all play the game. So, I'm going to definitely believe y'all. Even Heba even said, yeah, Sega, man, you need to get that. So, I'm going to check that out, too. That looks like that might be a pretty good game, man. So, you guys said it's good. You played it. It's a good game. I'm going to try it out, you know?
Right.
So, on that, is there anything else anybody wants to say, man? Because we'll end the podcast. Anything you have to say, T. Reaper?
No, just that I am actually thankful for what I have, and I am actually kind of happy that my body came back. So thank you for those 6,000 fanboys that actually lended to that wonderful aid. I appreciate that. And the 14-hour game, wonderful Santa Monica, that wasn't actually all that bad, but it did take a full night to actually finish. So that's okay.
Channel said Biomutants for $20 and Guardians of the Galaxy are $30 at Best Buy.
Oh, that's what's up.
So I might have to go up to my Best Buy tomorrow morning when everybody's at church. That's the best time to go because it ain't crowded, and I'm gonna have to see if it's up there. If they have it, I'm gonna cop that for $20. That Biomutant because I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
And Guardians.
That Biomutant is great. Oh man, you talking about good, man.
Yeah. And
that
Guardians.
was a good game.
The only thing that I'm playing all week is Halo, so that's kind of the only thing I care about. So.
Yeah, well, I can't wait for Infinite to come out, man. I'm very excited for the December 8th. I'm very excited. I cannot wait to dive into Halo Infinite. I love the story. I love all the Halo story. I do. I mean, a lot of people they hated 5. I'll be honest with you, I don't know. I mean, I kind of know why, I guess, but I liked Halo 5. I thought they did good with Halo 5. You know what I mean?
My favorite part of all of 5 was the Locke and Master Chief, throwdown in the
when he cracked his helmet.
Yeah. That was the entire, bonus of the.
Yeah, that's the thing, T.
And
a lot of people didn't like that, T.
Other people might not like the same thing, so that's
a lot of people didn't like that, T, when he cracked his helmet. They didn't like that. They didn't like when Locke cracked his helmet. They talked about it in podcasts like for like a decade. It sounds.
Well, the Spartan 4 should be able to have the power to crack the helmet, so I don't understand what the issue was.
Right.
Because it was only a Spartan 2 that he cracked. So, but 2s are doubly strong as 4s. So, if you already knew that, you wouldn't actually have an issue with that. So. But that's okay. We all live and we learn.
Oh, he said it's hidden in the store. Is that hidden in the store channel, Biomutant? Because if that's hidden in the store, I'm gonna get what back compat is still. Oh, back compat is still hidden from the store after the announcement. Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the other games.
Biomutant should be there.
No, it's there, but it's not going to be digital games. Sometimes, to be honest with you, sometimes digital games are more than physical games. You know that. Like Biomutants, I don't think Biomutants in there for $20. I don't know. Unlimited. Do you know?
I bet you it is.
I don't know.
Let me see. I'm gonna find out. Watch.
Yeah, I don't know.
If it's digitally only, then that's why the tax is there.
Oh yeah. The back compat, he said they completely took the back compat off and put in staff picks. Seriously? Wow.
Huh. See, Biomutant I own, so I don't know how I can find out how much it is.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna be making a trip. A trip tomorrow.
Yeah.
Out there. So. Well, we're going to close it up, guys. We're going to close it up. So we'll start off with Tuckle. He might be back when we close up, but we got to get going. Yeah. So we're going to close it up, brother. I want to thank everybody in the chat. Your chat's been on fire today, guys. Thank you very, very much for rocking out with us on the Xbox Alpha podcast. Please come back again next Saturday. Even a new guy, Sonic, Ecos X, come back, man. JCon79, always welcome. Channel. They're both, man, they've both been putting up some great topics and talking games in the chat, man. I'm just so excited everybody came and rocked out with us today, especially Unlimited Productions, man, our brother. Go check, guys, if you are still listening, go check out Unlimited Productions channel. He does a podcast. I'm actually going to be on the next one, I believe, because it's before Thanksgiving, and I'm going to be on the next one with probably him and Tuck. I cannot wait to do the podcast with my brother Unlimited. We started out on.
We're going to do it Wednesday.
Wednesday, yeah. We started out on XL, and now me and Unlimited both have we both have podcasts now, and I'm going to go rock out with my boy Unlimited Productions, man.
Yep.
On his podcast, so go check out his channel. He does great pickup videos, real gaming news. So go check out Unlimited Productions, guys, and check out his channel. He does great content. Thanks for coming in, Unlimited, man. So tell the people, brother, where they can find you.
That's right, man. Like he was saying, you can find me on my channel, Unlimited Production. If you ever want to hit me up on Xbox, the gamer tag that I use for my YouTube channel, Juggernaut, it's called Juggernaut Bitches. Just take away the I. Add the Z at the end.
I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like I don't know if you guys remember that 2006 movie, X-Men 3.
Yeah.
And towards the end, the Juggernaut is like, "I'm the Juggernaut, bitch," and that's what I based it off.
Yeah, I remember.
That's what I based it off of.
I remember.
So that's where you can find me if you ever want to message me or game with me or something on Xbox. That's the one that I use. for my channel and all that stuff. So yeah, man. Thank you for having me on as always, Sega Man. And I'm glad we were able to do it this weekend because next weekend, after Wednesday, I'm going to be busy, family and all that stuff.
That's
so I
right. That's right.
I won't be at any podcast.
Yeah. And happy Thanksgiving to our brother Unlimited Production, him and his family. I hope you guys have a great, fruitful meal. Happy Thanksgiving to you, my brother. And be safe. You know what I mean? It's time for the holidays, time to have fun and be with your families. Take a little break, guys, from the games. You know what I mean? You got to be with your family. Spend time with your family. It's great fun, man. And I also want to give a big thanks to my brother T Reaper joining us again on the Alpha Podcast, man. And
I've never done it in this room before, so it's actually kind of fun.
All right, T, give your give your shots out, man, and tell the people where you can find you.
It's right behind me now, and you can actually see me on the same tag. So it's Odo T Reaper, and I will return to Twitter and Instagram eventually. I just don't have the kind of annoying tediousness to do it right now. So I'm not going to do it right now, but I do want to let to females that hacked my shit, you didn't steal it. I just let you take it. But my point would be is that, I can still make a brand random one and you would never know it was me. So yeah, that was kind of the
idea. What's up, Mr. Kima? Thank you for dropping by. Even though it's the end, it's still good that you dropped by. And
here's a humongous surprise. My female friends didn't even know I did podcasts, so that was kind of that's the golden rule. Never give away the golden rule. That's right. That's the entire lesson of the education. But because I graduated in 2008, which is over a decade ago, I don't really think that matters anymore. So that was kind of the proof in the pudding, so to speak. But there you go. And for the reward, I got my Shadow PC built. So that was the entire design point. But, you give boomers an actual, beautiful, mystery question to solve. They'll do it, and it'll take about 15 to 20 years to do it. So that's okay. I got what I want, which is
right. Good, man. So, hey, we all want to thank you very much to the chat that comes and rocks out with the Xbox Alpha Podcast with your boy Sega Man, T Reaper, Hebot, and Tuckmaster, and sometimes our brother from Exile Unlimited Productions, man. Give a big shout to you guys. So shouts out to Smitty Smith, Craig Simmons TV channel. Thank you for coming and joining us, man. It's really cool to see us, a lot of you guys that are just new to the channel, just talking about some great topics when it comes to gaming, guys, and what's going on out there in the gaming community. Big shouts out to channel. Thank you a lot.
There's a lot more surprises to come too, but I'm wants to wait for that for the Christmas time era.
Oh yeah, we got some giveaways we're going to be doing too.
So now that I can see the full scope of the entire lesson to be learned, I understand why he didn't tell anybody that. So that would make sense, but you can't tell the student that if the student doesn't understand the information first. So if you don't do that, I can't mysteriously give it away. So that would be kind of the goal in the actual education, but I can just learn by looking at shit. So that's
yeah. And big shout out to JCon79. Thanks for coming, man. Come and join back with us, man. You get some good brought up some good topics, man. I could tell you guys have some gaming knowledge, man. That's really, really good. You're always welcome back. So shouts out to JCon79 Unlimited. It was in the chat that joined us, big shots out to him. Flip the script, Flip Money. Go check out Xbox Got No Games tonight at 11:30 on my brother 100's channel with the crew. Please go check them out tonight.
I seriously did not think killing all those fanboys of the God of War game would actually give me this body back, but I am happy that it did because it works. So that was kind of the entire goal of the actual troll. So my point would be is to get the result that I would desire, and I sure did. So I weigh 100 pounds less. So that's good. Should tell Wonderful Boogie that, and maybe he'll learn a lesson or two.
Shouts out to Outer Zinc. Shouts out to our brother Outer Zinc. Thank you for joining us, man. We really appreciate it. Like I said, Sonic Ecos X, if I say that right. Thank you, brother. Please come back. Please come back, JTK Gaming. He's always here with us, man. JT.
What does everybody think about the
KTJ Gaming? Let me get that right. Huh?
What does everybody think about the dislike video, dislike option being removed?
I heard about that.
That's what everybody's issue was this week that I noticed.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking about.
I don't know, man. It's a mixed bag. I don't know.
I mean, I get Rich's like overview of it, but I still think if you want better like balance, you should actually see what the result is, not just be told what the result is and then be chose to believe it. But that was that was kind of YouTube's point, I guess, because they wanted to cause controversy where none exists, and that was kind of the annoying part.
Yeah.
But that's the way that basically create more clickbait to be created. So that's kind of the idea.
Yeah. And that's right. You're right, T. And big shots out to Mr. Kima. Thank you for coming, man. Again, guys, we're out of here. And thanks everybody for coming. Come and join us again. We'll see what goes on Saturday. This is the weekend holiday. But I will do another video, and in my video, I'll say if I'll be on or not. It's really like the Thanksgiving holiday weekend.
That actually spaced in my brain when I woke up this morning. That's Thursday was actually Thanksgiving, so I did not actually remember that at first when I first woke up this morning.
Yeah.
But I also forgot it was Saturday, so I was like, oh.
All right, guys. We're going to get out of here. Thanks for joining us, man. Thank you very much, guys. Please come back and join us again on the Xbox Alpha podcast. And I want to give a big shout out to our other podcast, which is the Exile podcast with my brother, the Don King of Xbox, E-Rock X. We got a special Thanksgiving show and Christmas show. Come and join us because you could possibly win an Xbox gift card. So come and join us. We will give further details. I think he already has up where you can just click and when it, and it lets you know the notification when the show is and everything. So come and join us over there. Big shots out to my brother E-Rock and Hebot and the crew and the true gamers out there. All right, guys. So we're gonna go. Be careful out there, guys. Wear your mask. You know what I'm saying? And just be careful, guys, and enjoy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody in the chat. Happy Black Friday shopping. I hope you guys find some great, fantastic games for Xbox or shit. Even if you like the Nintendo or the PlayStation, the guys that really play games, I hope you guys have luck, man. All right. Peace and love, guys. Xbox for life. We don't die. We multiply. Peace.